Cassie stayed 15 years. Now, you can't make me believe a motherfucker took a 15-year crucial beating and never called the police. Not once. Never escaped. Never paused him. Never slit his throat. You want me to believe Cassie stayed 15 years and it was all bullshit. You lying to me.
Coming in hot with Mr. Charleston White here.
He's saying Cassie, are we talking about
Diddy?
No.
Yeah, he's defending Diddy. That's bad.
Oh, no. Brother, the video is clear.
No, he's not denying the video.
Okay. Yeah,
He's defending what happened in the video.
Oh
yeah,
no,
he took a wild stance. Sometimes you got to be willing to die on that hill on the internet. But yeah, he's defending.
And plus,
he's not
man, if I'm spending that kind of money on you, man, don't tell him what I do to you. I mean, you goddamn lie. And I just want to tell all the bitches just saying Puffy need to go to jail.
He might even have the right to do it. He's saying also he might have even had the right to do it. He said
he purchased your right.
And he's like, if I was in the same position, I may have done the same thing.
He's just gonna say whatever so people could, click on him.
It worked. He got me.
It worked. Yeah, it worked. It does sound like he really believes it. It really does sound like he believes it too. But
I don't actually
firmly.
There's a lot of shit that he said that there's so much of it where I literally have refused to even look at it. Like even like all the Missy shit, I would never look at any of him.
Not familiar. Some of the stuff he does say, man, I'll be honest, he's right about a lot of about some. I'm not gonna say a lot of shit. Some shit, especially about the black community. He's right about a lot of shit in there.
It's one of those typical. You're right about like okay, you say a lot, and then there's like a part in there that's right. So then it's like okay, but that doesn't make everything else correct. Just because you got part of that right. So it's like it's a good way to mask it. Listen, he
says a lot.
He's made a lot of money doing this.
He's gonna be right sometimes,
and he is.
He talks a lot.
You swing a lot. Hey, great shtick. Okay.
Yeah, but when he's laughing at people's fucking family dying, and all that, I don't know, it's just a little excessive.
But hey, he has the base.
He does. And I mean, I've heard his like argument for that, where he's like, I'm saying fuck their stage name and not them as an actual person. Like shit. That's how he was like, I'm saying fuck Nipsey Hussle. I'm not saying fuck. So it's like, yeah, okay, cool.
Oh, God.
I don't know. But this is him. This is him defending beating women.
Gave that whole $30 motherfucking million. Now I cry with the poor nigga bitch who get her ass kicked and get her eyes blacked and all that type of shit and don't get $1 from these broke ass niggas who been kicking their ass. At least the rich nigga can pay the hoe. Fuck is you talking about, nigga? That's what happened when you get your high value man. High value man go do some high value man shit.
So
high value.
He almost made an interesting point, like kind of like what you guys were saying, where it's like. There's a nugget of truth where he's like, I feel bad for the person that's like suffering and poor and all that, and goes through all that and then can't be compensated for it in any way, but then immediately jumps off a cliff with it,
bro. If
he like associates that with high value,
right? If you were to clip that 6 seconds, bro, one of the best clips of the year.
Pretty fucked up.
Like he's like, listen, I'm with the broke bitch that went ahead and got her ass beat. Like
that's not his words. You didn't say his words.
No, yep, I'm not. But
yeah, Sit and Politic.
But you know, if you won't say it. The other shit he said, like I said, is like, okay, yeah, just because she got paid don't mean that it's all right. That bro, he literally kicked her in the face.
Yeah, like he was wilding for sure.
Yeah.
Wilding.
It is definitely a crazy thing to get up on here.
And that was some high value man shit running down the whole record. Well, I just want to say this. In some relationships, some people like fighting and fucking and making up. Shit, nigga, I know mine and my uncle did. And then just think, man, they was fucking and getting high together. They blowing cocaine, doing.
These are the greatest years of their life.
And there goes the fight.
Actually, the thing is, it's a really sick. It's a sick statement to be making about whatever his fucking perspective. I mean, I remember I told you I had a whole fucking argument with the guy about the Drake and Kendrick thing, where he's basically like, bro, nobody cares about that domestic violence shit. He's like, you're tripping about that. Nobody else gives a fuck about that.
Bro, that's wild.
Yeah,
said it's culture, like, bro.
I mean, what's
but we don't go there. We don't go there.
I mean, he kind of was right, I guess, but
nobody said 2 words.
Nobody gave a fuck. He was right about that. I don't know, but it was a deeper statement that he got into. That I'm not gonna sell him out because he won't come out on here and fucking stand on his fucking 10 toes and defend his fucking point. I invited him. He ghosted for real. I'm like, bro, Like I said, blowing my phone up talking about this shit. And I'm like, bro, come on the podcast and actually say what you're saying because you're wild. Because he wanted to tell me how wrong I was too. I'm like, bro, I'm done going back and forth with the, we're gonna argue, but it's for what? I'm like, come on the fucking podcast and say this crazy shit about how nobody cares about domestic violence, and I'm tripping about that.
It's crazy, bro. Like if you were to sit there,
but things right.
Looking like a genius right now.
But like if it was a situation like where it's just like a heated argument that turned a little too physical, and it's like, and then they want to make up after it and like forgive each other, then like whatever, like adults, whatever, right? But the Cassie shit, bro, like she was on her way out. Bro, and he
chased her down the
chased her out naked. Her out, he was butt ass naked with a towel on.
You gave her the Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Threw her ass down. Her ass. Boom. Fucking stomped her, and then like it's like what the fuck, and then just walked off, and then she still left. It's like he just did it. It's like he did that with knowing there's cameras in that bitch.
He had the money to pay for that video.
So, but it's like, so what's private then?
He was angry, bro.
So
niggas is angry. Ray Rice don't give a fuck about that camera.
But see,
I'm just trying to say, you talking about a camera. I agree with everything you say, but I'm just saying that's not what's going through his mind.
Even with the Ray Rice situation, and like I get that, but even with the word, and I know
we want to bring that back up.
Kareem Hunt, like when there's cameras on, don't motherfucking bad, bro.
That was wild. That was in the restaurant. That was wild.
Bro, don't get past the Ray Rice. That was wild. I'm the opposite of Diddy.
Hold on, but
he knocked her out in the elevator and was dragging her ass out.
Right, but not to defend Ray Rice because I'm not defending Ray Rice. Please, I'm not defending Ray Rice. But where I'm going to say something different.
Violence abusers around me.
Where I'm going to say something different. Can I just highlight? That was two drunk people.
Bonga got a weird charge. Why is he around?
Hey, listen,
two drunk people. She hit him.
Yeah.
Then was popping off. And then, yes, that was a weak ass moment from him where it's not defendable. I'm not defending it. I'm just saying, in difference to Diddy, it's like
weak moment.
But anyway, the whole point I'm trying to.
The whole point he wasn't drunk. You're making that.
Maybe he was in the middle of the day.
Maybe
is that he was probably so angry he didn't give a fuck about them cameras. Anger is more intoxicated than alcohol. Bro.
I feel you,
bro. And he was on some other.
But she didn't hit him. There was no arguing.
Other shit.
That's where I'm saying if Charleston was to at least try to defend something where they were arguing, she hit him and he's like, "Oh no, you can't put your hands on somebody." Then it's like, whatever. Like I don't agree with you, but like it's more of an argument than just like, yo, he pays for a lifestyle, so he's allowed to beat your ass. Like that's like wild as fuck.
Hold on, does like damage done? Does that not matter at all? Like it's all intention for you. Like when you're an NFL player, you maybe should be a little bit more responsible with your physical body.
I think humans act humanly and in human error. Again,
hold on. We have always said about like boxers and stuff, like their hands are
the weapons. Yeah.
So you acknowledge like because of their professions, they should act differently.
100%. Yeah. Again,
Ray Rice shouldn't be hitting people.
No, and again, he got blackballed from the league, and I agree with it. Like it was no like. I'm not saying like, hey man, Ray Rice is in the right. I'm just saying like in comparison. Again, you should have put your hands on a woman. You should never do that, no matter what the circumstance. But I'm just from this angle, like it's like this is as wild as it gets, where you're just like for no reason, but nobody enticed Charleston to do this. He's just coming out for no reason to be like, you know what? I think Diddy needs an endorsement. You're dead ass in the right.
Any way to monetize, man.
It's
the endorsement of. I mean, I'm sure Diddy is looking for some allies right now, but when you look up and it's Charleston White, damn it. It's like
you don't want that.
You just hurt my case. And you're sitting here talking about how like I said, you're not denying it or like even really justifying it in any way. Like I said, I think that we shouldn't assume his mind state at that time. Like imagine he was just like completely sober because the sun was up. He could have been on
fair.
He could have been on some crazy.
Did we see the video of him on the street?
With the Joker? Bro, that Joker said, bro, that shit was wild.
Yeah, he's literally like, right now, I'll find you, I'll kill you. Like,
hold on. What y'all talking about?
Oh, you ain't seen that one?
I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm talking about he was on the street. I guess the first time they spotted him since after the video.
Yeah, we were talking about some cool.
Yeah, when he was talking about love. I love everybody. Well, first of all, he called him paparazzi to show up. Like, hey, this is where I'm gonna be at.
Okay, yeah, you're probably right.
I didn't even just walk. I've heard of that. Come on, man.
Bro, this man. Is
I mean, you're probably
She's
right.
trying to save face right now, man. The apology that they're already roasting on the internet.
It's probably not impossible though to like get spotted out, like if you know where they're at looking for people, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, I feel you're probably right. I'm not even really trying to say,
regardless, even if he didn't,
I'm just going to say it's
that is crazy if he did though. That's like like insidious and gross. Hey, meet me here so I can make a public
I don't doubt it. I don't fucking doubt it at all, bro. That's how it is.
It's all about perception and public image, how it's going to play over.
Same dude that said how many music shows where there's no bands that ever do shit. That's like one, Danny Duquesne, right? Like it's always, everything's always a money scheme. Always get a fucking
straight for them.
But like one of my biggest things is just like it's kind of a joke the way Diddy. I don't know, man. He's
the Diddy shit has went really left, and it is always weird to see these people and how quick it kind of like completely all falls apart. Like how like Diddy, somebody who's super public, has a super public image, is everywhere. Every award show, he's somebody you'll see, like one of the main celebrities, genuinely, like for now 30 fucking years.
But they've been saying this
40 years.
But that's what I'm saying. Like
yeah, but I mean, for it all to fall apart as far as like where now his house is getting raided, his fucking family members, all of his sons.
That's all unrelated too, right?
But
like not connected. I mean, is it?
But this shit has been fucking like due time. Like, bro, again, man, we can go back to the '90s where you're a fucking a gangster rap studio, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have Tupac, one of the biggest gangster rappers in the history of rap music, in your studio, right? And then somehow there's no security with him inside that elevator, right? Like, come on. You knew he was there.
You're starting to pin shit on him. All right.
No, I ain't pinning it. I'm not the first one to say this. I'm just saying that is some serious easy.
You just spinning the block.
That's some easy ass connected. Ever since I was like, you know what, bro, man, this man has set up so much shit. You know how he is, bro. Like so. All I can say is it was due. Yeah. Good. I hope it all crashes down. He's going to make some kind of deal because he has a lot of dirt on people. Unless the FBI says we already know this shit.
Kanye Ben said it.
Yeah, but you know nothing's going to happen like that, right?
What do you mean? Why not?
I heard them say that it's too late.
Island, brother. They found one person. They did. Jeffrey Epstein killed him. Ghislaine. These are two people that got held responsible in the whole fucking conspiracy.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, but I want to get to this comment. Diddy's a power hungry womanizer. That's from Mikhail Morgan.
Hey, Mikhail, what's up, baby? Hey, 100% agree. But how many since Epstein? How many of these stings and operations have been coming down? How many more celebrities have been getting hit with cases? So
how many have? I don't know.
I don't know how many, but
at least
it doesn't feel like a lot just because it all kind of gets brushed. But it happens. We see it come out, and it's almost like, what if through the Epstein shit, they have gotten a lot of information? But why would the FBI come out and be like, hey, listen, here's all the information we have, so that the people that they need to build cases on, I'm not saying that's what it is, but I'm saying like it's
the public figures that allegedly we're assuming that they have some level of evidence on, considering that they have Ghislaine that's still alive. Mm-hmm. So it's like, unless she just didn't give you any information, which I mean, I guess is possible. But it's like I think it's fair with such a public case to expect that there would be some kind of transparency after the fact. And like I said, when so many public figures are implicated directly by name, and I don't expect them to be transparent to the point like even I expect to see some kind of action. I just that's where I push back on the celebrity or the groups getting busted up. It doesn't feel like there's more than like Me Too. It doesn't feel like there's more than that era.
Yeah, but there. I think that there has been with I can't think of all the names. Like
Drake's the only pedo that got outed. I don't even think he's the fucking pedo.
But like
too famous.
How did
Drake? I was on your side.
How did the Diddy shit
too famous, bro? Right?
How did the Diddy shit even come to light?
Because Cassie.
Well, all I remember is just the FBI raiding his house.
No, because Kev, you were making a great point to bring that back. What you were asked, like, was it one thing that kind of like caused all this to pop off, or was it many things? It was kind of like there was one kind of inciting incident, at least publicly, I think, which was the Cassie lawsuit, which he ended up settling, remember, in like a day or some shit. And then there was things that ended up following that, and then this FBI, but a lot of that came from also like some of the details that you started to hear from what Cassie was alleging, as far as like some people feel like because it wasn't the FBI, if I'm remembering the story right, it was Homeland Security. So a lot of people feel like the FBI wasn't there because of any charges against Diddy. They were more there because they're like, what do you have on maybe like state officials and like kind of like a mini Epstein situation for real, or like you don't even got to call it mini. You know, he was throwing open parties. Like when you heard people talk about Diddy in public light, one of the things like Diddy party is like kind of like a thing.
That's LeBron's.
Yeah, Diddy's parties are the fucking
okay, which is crazy. Like obviously
take something back.
Well, yeah, exactly. Which obviously there's the party, and then there's the party at like inside the party. So yeah, like we can't incriminate. I know, but I'm saying to the public, can't incriminate.
Bron done dodged allegations for 20 years. We're not pinning them today. Bro.
Hell no.
Like, but in a way,
leave my dog alone.
But in a way, that is kind of where it's like almost unfair to those people who are publicly implicated and not publicly exonerated. So they're just like lumped in this big group of like question mark. Like there's nothing there.
They say Hov is next.
Which we know, which we obviously
I've been saying that they're sketching.
We obviously know somebody was going to the island and buying the pussy. They didn't just have all this traffic pussy and not have customers.
No, again, no, right? No, 100%. But that's what I'm saying. What if this is connected? Like we don't know. So again, like the FBI are the best investigators and the best secret keepers in the world, right?
So they say.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
right. So they say.
What if we don't even know about.
So it's either that it's a giant secret. Well, it would be a giant secret if they went there to go just grab the videotapes of senators and politicians and just Joe Biden 80
Homeland
times
Security,
a day.
Though.
Yeah, Homeland Security. Yeah. So, but I'm just saying, like, so there has. I think that there's more tied to everything. Agreed on that. Yeah.
Only time will tell.
But yeah, only time we'll find out in 20 years, right? We'll find out what the truth.
This whole thing could be up in flames.
It could be, but
I mean, it is what it is.
But I don't know. The Diddy shit. You knew that there was a lot that he was doing behind the scenes. Like everyone had they were talks. Like I'm trying to remember who the fuck it was that he's a singer that was talking about how he was doing a track with Cassie, and Diddy found out that they were like working without Diddy there, and then he like held him over top of fucking balcony.
Yeah, play that shit.
And it's like in threatened his fucking life, like in the studio, like Cassie just sat there, and it's like, and then they had to like finish a song, and it's like
act normal,
and it's like wow, and it's like so shit like that was like starting to come out. So yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if I read this, Mikhail. My bad if I didn't. But he said making of the band and get him to the Greek is all you got to see.
Thank you.
Yeah, and his representation in the Chappelle Show, like a fucking psychopath.
Bro, the band was a shit. I love that.
Dave Chappelle was a truth teller, man. He'll keep it real with you. He was showing you something. He was abusing people.
I mean, Cat Williams.
Yeah. I mean, bro, get him to the Greek. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Because really, yeah.
Go ahead. I was gonna say is get him to the Greek is honestly like now if you watch it, like that character is a little creepy, yeah, because it's like that is him. Like you're in that is 100%. Yeah. Just playing himself.
I wonder how much of it was ad lib. They're like, just Diddy, just do you, bro.
Come on, man.
However you would harass people at a party.
Yeah.
Motherfucker got an Oscar for that.
Bro, those directors had no idea what they were doing either.
That's true.
But they could take something back.
Yeah. Do you think that there's ever a point where like Diddy is forgiven for this? Because I'll say like the other allegations, they're less concrete because there's nothing. He hasn't had any like charges about like the sex parties and stuff like that I'm aware of. So really, it's these like civil lawsuits and stuff. So does this ever a situation where okay, so now we seen that he beats women or has at least beaten a woman? You know, is there a point where we ever come to the place where we forgive him for that? We have with other people, but I don't. There's different rules for different people. We
culture. Do you want to go first?
Who's other people? So hold on.
One.
What? Well,
we see him at the Grammys at any point in his career going forward.
Oh, I don't know.
Like just like being mixy with like
they try to kill Will Smith over a smack.
I think that's the thing. Like, all right, first of all, it's egregious, right? And it's disgusting, right?
What did he do?
What did he
do?
Okay.
Now let's just say, even if we read this on a piece of paper, we're like, "What the fuck, bro?"
Yeah.
But to see the video,
yeah,
I would say no, bro. I would say no. I don't think he can bounce back from that.
So he just does like a Russell Simmons and just like, finds a spot out in Bali.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like being successful in multiple businesses and being open partnerships and sponsorships, those days are done.
Yeah,
done.
Because a lot of that publicly, he's had to sell at least.
Yeah,
you would like honestly think again. I'm going to use a comparison a little different, but you look at someone like Ellen, who was people loved her to death. Like there were people who like you couldn't say one bad thing about Ellen. It came out that she was just mean to staff, like playing pranks and just like a little too mean to some staff members.
Yeah,
and she got killed completely. Her show gone. No one will listen. No one will talk to her. She hasn't made a public appearance.
No, we don't like that.
It's over, right? But it's over. So I think that's
a big one though. That's such a relatable fuck up.
But that's not as bad as beating a woman on camera. Like, and he's not as liked as Ellen was. Like a lot of us would look at Diddy and be like, hey, it's Diddy, and like laugh and be like, all right, Diddy. Especially with this when he went to the whole love thing. It's kind of like it was funny. Yeah. But like Ellen, it was beloved. And it's like, so I think society.
For the record, I never fucked with Ellen though.
Was Ellen beloved? I mean, I think
everyone's grandma loved Ellen.
I agree with you for the consensus. Yeah,
yeah.
From the outside looking in, I agree that a lot of people loved Ellen, but I think a lot of people in the industry love Diddy too, though.
In the industry.
Yeah.
But I would say society-wise. Like,
but at the same time, that matters, though. Like, Mel Gibson is still able to, like, thrive a little bit based off that. Christian Bale, he did some wild shit. He's still able to thrive off of that a little bit. It's a kind of a nasty industry. So when you're thinking about...
be fucking little...
Huh? Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, God.
It's a little fucked up.
Well, hold on. You're like, he's the best Batman.
No, it's not that.
You should be able to do it.
There's an elephant in the room that we need to address, and I'm sorry being able to address this.
Okay.
But race does play a part of this.
Okay. Fuck.
Let's be honest.
Here he goes.
White people do get forgiven a lot more.
Recoil.
White people do get forgiven a lot more. Am I wrong? No.
We're gonna have this conversation.
It's real. Can we be real?
Yeah, let's think about it.
Sit in politics. We are real here. Okay, this is not. Okay.
Yeah, we're real, so we'll push back on it a little bit here.
We can push back.
So I'm with you on certain things. Like I'm willing to have that conversation, but now, bro, it could be anybody with that video.
100%. Yeah.
It could be anybody with that video. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
It's the chase down. It's the
chase
drag.
Down.
It's like
it's the whole
100%.
It's the towel. It's like the whole everything about it.
And it's he paid to keep it quiet. That came out public right after.
And then he did the dance, the settlement dance. You seen the video when he settled? Doing like Diddy bopping and shit. It's just the whole thing, bro. I'm with you on race, but in this particular instance, I don't think it really plays a part, bro.
I think it puts the dirt on the pile, bro. I think that it's over because like there is no redemption. Like it's already.
But if it wouldn't matter, how could you even make that kind of like?
Because there's at least the whole where you have a white base of people that always forgive the white guy who always goes.
Let's say it was I need somebody who's white and popular. Let's say it was Brad Pitt.
There's a lot of people that would forgive Brad Pitt. Let's be honest. They'll be like, you know what? It was a weak moment.
Not if the video was out, bro.
I don't know. Maybe again, not me.
I think he did get accused of putting his hands on Angelina Jolie.
Did you see a video?
There's no video. There's no video.
It changed. Not that it's right, because I don't want to sound like it's terrible. You know what I'm saying?
You're making an excellent point, because the Ray Rice shit, he never got forgave, and there was a video.
It's the video. It's the way it happened.
Really
like,
never got forgave.
This dude is an animal,
bro. Tyreek Hill's never has been forgiven for beating his child.
And creepy ass voicemails. He better be afraid of me.
Right.
I don't know about that. But I'm just saying. Now, should it make a difference?
Sometimes you go way overboard as a father.
Nah, should it make a difference? Absolutely the fuck not. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No,
but I'm just saying.
But low-key, people don't give a fuck about the shit with Tyreek. It's interesting.
Okay, well,
hold on. Why don't we give a fuck about that?
Okay, why?
Yeah, why don't we give a fuck?
We just gotta be honest.
I'd love to hear it.
He's a baller dog.
Well, but it's not.
What the fuck are we talking about, bro? He's about to go get you 2,000 yards.
But honestly, parenting though, if we're all being real, even if you don't spank your kids, there are times where you always feel like you went too far.
To be honest, they kind of forgave AP for what he did.
Bro, all he did was
he didn't do shit.
Yeah, exactly.
He was beating this kid with the.
If you're from the South, you have been beaten by something in your life, okay?
And yeah, when I got beat with something like that, I was like, this don't feel right.
100%. Okay, but I don't beat my kid with shit. I don't beat my kid, but I haven't. I'm not going to say that my dad, that my parents are abusive as fuck. And you know what? They didn't go to jail. Okay, they just say it was a little extreme.
He didn't go to jail.
No, but people wanted them to. They wanted them banned from the league. It was like, dude.
I mean, it could be a question.
Bro, it could be a question. But how many of those people that were talking about it actually have spanked their kids? And there's like, yeah, but I haven't used a switch. It's like, okay, but what the fuck? It's sure.
It doesn't matter if you grab
look at the world. Most of these people do not spank.
Bro, a belt welts. A paddle. I was beaten with a paddle.
I mean, people would probably feel a little weird if he was beating his kid with a belt and it left like welts.
I was passionate about the defending AP.
Love you, Dad. What the fuck are we talking about?
Okay, I'm just like,
hit me with a fucking bet 100,000.
Yeah, bro. I was getting my ass beat.
But my thing is,
I defended my parents. Okay, my ass was beat, dog.
But when your parent grabbed a weapon, that's not like you.
Weapon. It's not a weapon. Don't do that,
bro. but honestly,
hold on. If we started to fight and then I took off my belt, it's not a weapon.
Okay, but we're fighting. No, you're right. No, you're right. No, you're right.
Okay,
but that's fighting though, dog.
The fuck he's not right, bro.
Though, right?
Of course that's right. Of course it's
not
different.
Bro. Listen,
How is it?
Because
in a black household,
You can
bro,
defend yourself.
a belt is not a weapon. We don't use that word a weapon. It's just a means to an end, bro. This is how we get my point across, bro. This is not a weapon.
No, it's because you're a child and you don't have the vocabulary to actually adequately defend yourself,
bro. Even
so you're over there just getting beat senseless. You don't even. You're not thinking weapon. You're right. You're not thinking shit.
Move your hand. Move your hand.
Listen, if me and my pops got into it right now, and this nigga pulled the belt out, first of all, I would take the whipping. That's just one.
Fuck no.
Two, I would not say. Listen, I would not say, yo, this nigga pulled a weapon out on me, bruh.
He pulled a weapon. It's a belt,
Could you imagine me calling my brother like, yo, dad pulled a weapon on me? They'd be like, nigga, what?
I mean,
what, he pulled a piece? Nah, his belt. Like, nigga, what?
I mean, you're really letting the fact that you're letting your relationship there really carry a lot of the weight of your argument, and you're ignoring what the object is and what it's being used for, which is way more relevant.
This is typical white versus black conversation now. White guys, you know what? I would tell my dad. I would tell my dad, put the weapon down. You spank me with your hands, sir. You use your fucking hands.
I think a lot of adults would agree with me. That's why you guys are even saying, "Oh, well, I don't use it." Well, why not?
I don't spank my kid.
If it's not a weapon and it's just an extension of discipline or whatever the fuck y'all.
First of all, I have girls, so it's different.
What if you had a boy? Let's just make it even better. Theoretical.
If my aunt was an uncle, if my aunt was a man, he'd be my uncle, bro. I don't know. So I couldn't tell you. I don't have boys.
As a father,
and I never wanted boys. And I never wanted boys, so I could never tell you that.
Then we're talking about something hypothetical.
But what I'm trying to say is though. Okay, what I'm trying to say is, discipline is a part of, at least my growing up discipline. And when I never looked at a belt as a weapon. Never in my life have I looked at a belt as a weapon. So I get from like the objective, technical, factual. Okay, it's a weapon, but it's just it could have been their hands, bro. Like it's the same idea.
What if it's not? How's that even?
It's relevant? The same idea.
You're right.
He's not.
And
right.
No, hold on. Listen. Can I ask you a question? Yeah. Which is more devastating as a child? Your parents beating you with their actual bare hands, or them using something that you know is for spanking, like a coat hanger?
I mean, I'm pro.
Okay? Sometimes it takes a coat hanger to learn.
I'm pro not spanking your kids. You don't got to whoop them on the ass with your hands. You don't have to whoop them on the ass with the belt. Me personally.
Sometimes just the fuck you do.
Listen, I don't do it. That happened to me. That's why I don't think it's a situation, like a cultural situation, because I did have but I, even as a kid, could look at that and be like, it didn't like make after that. I was like, oh man, you know what? Actually, I respect my dad more. I was like, okay, he lost his temper just now and fucked me up.
100%.
Yeah. You tried the fuck out of him. I'm not listening.
No, but that's not. But the thing is, that's
not.
Hold
on. Yeah, so obviously, there's going to be differences on how we people parent.
Of course. Yeah.
And that's where I'm at.
Yeah, I'm not a believer of I'm telling you how to raise your kid. You tell me if you say you don't spank your kids. 100%, bro. But I don't feel like there's anything wrong with kids getting spanked nowadays. And I feel the lack of,
I think there is.
I feel like the lack of spanking, to be honest with you, really it installs a lack of discipline, bro. To be honest with you, in my opinion.
Hold on. So you're drawing lack of one thing, and you're drawing a correlation between that and what? Like just like people's discipline when they're an adult, like that's just one thing that could contribute.
I'm not even talking about they get to an adult. I feel like as you get to an adult, you figure it out. But I mean, as children.
No, see, I disagree a little bit. I'll push back. Just like I agree with the premise because, like me, I learned respect early, and I was a very respectful kid. Now, I will admit that part of that was that I feared the repercussions of getting my ass beat because the shit didn't feel good. Now, to your agreement with you and where I don't spank my son is that I thought everything from me mowing the grass at 10, 11 was only because my dad didn't want to mow the grass anymore. Like, what the fuck is this? Right? Him spanking me was like, why the fuck is he going this far? Which again, it was never, we talked about this before. It was never like really out of hand. Like I never felt abused. I never felt like, and I think there is a difference. And again, I'm not going to sit here and say that a parent shouldn't be able to bend their kid over their knee and spank their ass if that's their form of discipline, as long as it doesn't exceed this level. And again, each kid's different. Like you have to know your kid. Some kids respond to that. Some kids don't. Like my son wouldn't respond. My son really just responds to like you having a stern conversation. He just, okay. And like, he'll just really just respect you enough because he respects the authority part. But me as a kid, I wasn't really that way. I needed that stern, hey, let's get you right back on path.
I don't think the kids being different. I hear your point, but I don't think that should be really relevant because I think there should be a standard that you should just hold yourself to, irrelevant of the kid or whatever. Yeah, so it's fair. Like for me, I'm expecting my kid to not handle things with violence ever in their life, unless they have to defend themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's like me then instilling that in them that when you do something wrong, then I'm gonna beat your ass behind it. Or if you do something even like I don't even know like what example someone might make to where now all of a sudden now it's okay to be asked for that. I can imagine some scenarios that would have me insanely upset. But even then I'm like, how does beating her ass get the message across? So I know you're saying even with girls it's different regardless. So, I mean, I agree with that. I have a girl, too. So, it's like, we're on the same page there.
Can we distinguish a difference with your child between the relationship between you as a parent and a child and them as a person in the world? So, as far as the couple times I have spanked Parker in his life, like afterwards, there was a conversation about again, me apologizing for losing my temper and how that's not okay. Mm-hmm. But how these actions I felt needed a consequence, and that in the real world there are consequences. And like I said, he understands the difference between father and son versus him and a classmate, him and a person in society. He's a very passive kid with anybody else. Mm-hmm. But obviously, and to me, I'm a very passive person with a lot of people. But I do think that just like we are to go animalistic, in a sense that there does, again, if needed, a form of discipline. If your kid bullied somebody, for example, like the one case for me, bullied a kid in school as a 5-year-old. The only thing that I could think of outside of a conversation and just saying, okay, well, the conversation, did he take it? Or is he going to just brush it off and then become a fucking asshole? Mm-hmm. Or can I show him, hey, listen, you haven't been bullied. This is the feeling of being bullied.
I mean, of course, I feel like there's appropriate disciplines to appropriate actions. You know what I mean? It's like, hey,
just like in real life.
I forgot to take the trash out. Wow, fuck him up. That's not what you know what I mean? Yeah, it's not like that. But, there gets to levels where, hey, enough is enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like just like in life, there are consequences to your actions. So, again, that's where I do think there needs to be a difference, though, between someone giving a kid a spanking and then someone going too far. I can agree where using an object is way too far. I just think that was a very 80s and 90s way of discipline that Adrian Peterson was in. Was it wrong? Yes. Do I hope he changed his ways? 100%.
When using an object to beat somebody with, it becomes a weapon.
Again, but you can't understand it. But you understand it, right?
You're not understanding what we've been saying.
It's just but except what it is. That's why I don't even have if somebody wants to do that. I agree. It's like, hey, whatever you want to do with your kids, you do with your kids. I do have a strong feeling about it in my own life, though, of course. Right. Just like the abortion conversation we've had, I would not ever say with my girl or whatever, like, let's do that. But I mean, I respect other people to have different opinions. I'm not going to really judge you about it. I just feel differently about how that's applied to my family.
I never willingly have a penis dangling in my face. I don't care if someone does.
Sure. I mean,
so that's
in this situation. I mean, we'll roll with it.
Let's just go with lighten the mood a little bit. We're talking about beating a kid here. So no,
sometimes they need it, man.
No, it's a good conversation. I think it's good to see a variety
y'all
of
listening,
parents'
beat
perspective.
Your kids.
I agree. No objects. Try everything you can to not be physical, and I agree that 100%. I think it's very good to teach kids to talk your feelings out.
I think, bro, I literally apply this. I have a child. What do you mean, real world? I'm a dad.
Your child is very young, though, bro, and I'm not even trying to No, you know what I mean?
Of course, but of course she does. Like kids,
bro,
people whip their kids at this age.
But you don't.
It's not whippable.
Yeah, it's hard with a daughter. I don't know if I could spank a daughter. To be honest.
Yeah, maybe. Hey,
which is fucked up. That's sexist. So I gotta beat her ass.
I can't imagine it doing it to a boy, especially as they got older. I can imagine. Like I said, I would never want to whoop my kid. Period. But it's like I can imagine the daughter doing some shit that's gonna really fucking piss you off when they get older. But it's like, with the son, I couldn't imagine that either. It's like, what could they do that I would be like, okay, the best result for this would be for me to physically whoop them or whatever. That's gonna be the best result from this. No, because literally the only ass whoopings I feel like I took anything positive from were when my parents would actually apologize. And it would be like, I would be like, okay, this is like a moment of humility. They're acknowledging.
Right, that's
it
what I'm saying.
it actually happened. I mean, only
my
my mom, my dad never apologized, but my mom actually a few times did say, I went too far.
Yeah, I'm a human.
I was fucking you up. And I probably didn't, which of course, before she came and said that, I was already thinking that. That was already how I had taken the situation. I was like, you went way too far. Fucking.
Didn't you take something for that? Right?
Not real. No.
But my question,
no, I feel like
my question is this.
I threw on the Eminem and I was like,
when we're young,
sorry,
bro, we can
Mama.
feel that way. I feel like when we get older, we can look at it like, my parents went too far.
I still don't think of other things like I said. From my dad's perspective, the things that I took the most from,
I'm sorry,
were when he could have whooped my ass, and I actually probably would have made sense. But then he chose not to and chose to say, okay, we need to talk about this, or the classic, like, I'm not even mad at you, I'm disappointed in you. Those are the moments that actually really made me reflect on myself in a healthy way, rather than he beats me. And then now I'm not even thinking about what I fucked up on. I'm actually internalizing that now towards his direction or whoever beat me. Like, so it's like, that's how I took it. I don't know. You guys seem like y'all took beatings humbly.
No, but I did not. Like, I'll be honest, I took more resentment. And I'll be honest, and I feel like a lot of people, if you're watching this, you've been spanked, you probably feel this way. I would have rather you spank my ass and take my PlayStation away. Like I would have much rather you just gave me that 30 seconds of beating my ass.
The whole conversation.
Thank you very much.
Real though.
Thank you very much. Now let me go back to playing my game.
Yeah, he's spitting.
Okay,
he's right.
Don't take my game away, please. Okay, so I feel like that
Need
shit.
that new NCAA 25.
Right,
Don't take this shit away.
NCAA 25.
Could you imagine the kids getting that shit taken away?
I'm saying, bro, Fortnite, bro, kids would go crazy, bro. Bro, imagine that, like taking your game and deleting a game that you saved all your shit on. So it's just like
they'd rather you fucking castrate.
Right,
them
bro.
than
Not the time we had memory cards, so it wasn't even that big. But bro, I got mad at my mom and she turned it off. So like my whole thing is like even like if you were to take your kids' stuff away, like you might build resentment. So it's like, but if you only talk to them, then do they ever take like consequences seriously?
Bro.
So that's where it's like I feel like the conversation just needs to be an understanding of, as long as we have this window of like acceptability, and like, all right, as long as we can all kind of just stay in there, we don't need to judge each other. Just make sure your kids don't become shitty people.
Okay, you're talking about
But
it's interesting to see you.
You just gotta. You don't even. The thing is, you don't even gotta fuck them up often. You just gotta let them know that you will.
One time, that's it.
And they not gonna, like right now. My daughters do not try me, bro. They do. Not.
They just remember a couple years ago when Daddy was crazy.
That one time, bro. That's all you need.
Yeah, but they're already intimidated by you. You're huge, bro. You don't have to beat them. I raise my voice, and my daughter will be like, she'll cry because you're like, okay, that's like.
I'll tell you,
no, but I mean, like sometimes when they get little, I'm not talking about beating them. Like little spanks,
spanks. I'm saying like, which is not, bro. But like I said, I respect the difference. I mean, that is what it is. Like I said, my parents chose to do that when I went.
But listen, the only time I really got my oldest,
I like 2 fingers on chin. Boy, would you do it, boy?
Yo, the only time I really got my oldest and spanked her, bro, it wasn't even me. She tried her mom repeatedly. Like I said, hey, this is what's gonna happen. Happened again. I'm like, all right, cool. Consequences. Yeah. I call my brother. I'm like, yo, am I wrong to do this? Because I let her know this is what is going to happen.
Yeah.
And it happened. And I promise you, she hasn't tried her mom like that since, though.
Yeah.
But James, I will say,
warning or doesn't make it right.
What do you mean?
I don't think warning a person like
she was 8 years old.
Do that all the time. Like,
she was 8 years old at the time, though. She has to learn consequences to her actions.
I agree.
There could be consequences outside of smacking the shit out of her.
Okay, but if I said this is what the consequence is, and you do it anyway,
you didn't have to set those fucking parameters.
Okay, but I did, and
which is fair. Like I said, that's fair.
And regardless, she made a conscious choice to say, "Okay, I know what the consequence is,
and
I'm doing it anyway.
I'll do it anyway."
You know, and which is she called your bluff because she's like, my dad wouldn't smack you.
She got fucking.
But you know what?
You tried me, and I tried you back.
One day she might want to rob her.
Is it a better world that she lives in where she's like, damn, I know my dad would smack the shit out of me?
Yes, because respect.
All right, fair enough.
It's respect.
One day she might want to do something bad that could get her in trouble. And then she goes, you know what? I remember that time my dad beat my ass. When
I don't think it's like, I don't
you know what it is? My daughter will try me more than she'll like try anybody else.
Because she's comfortable with you.
Yeah, meaning like if she's at school or something, bro, she's the most respectful. And the one time
she knows what's gonna happen, she's not, right?
Yeah. And the one time she did do some shit, they didn't even want to tell. I didn't find out till like 2 weeks later because they already knew how the fuck I was gonna react. Like you talk to your teacher, like what?
What the 5 fingers in the face?
You said what to your teacher?
Grab a switch. But no, I will say, I commend that you have the approach you do because again, like I'm not gonna hate, and again, I think that it's the right approach. I just think that sometimes life has to take a little detour, and your kid needs to find that out. Life can be peaceful as long as we are peaceful.
But like, mind you, when I found out, I'm not like, oh well, shit. Now you deserve. And what she did was definitely worthy of an ass whipping, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, and I'm not gonna 2 weeks after the fact be like, hey, you know, you can't
let it stew. You gotta because that teaches the bad precedent.
Yeah,
like you gotta as long as because again,
or a good precedent.
Because
happens in the dark will come to the light.
But she had a punishment already though, so I'm not gonna double up.
Yeah, so but that's one of my rules is I don't want him to ever think that man, Dad, you just beat me to beat me. Because again, I thought that before. It's like, bro, like what I did was even. So it's like again, that's why it's been one time, two times, but. It's against 10, and it's been just nothing. But bro, I have the most like loving and accepted, like respectful kid. So it's like I like what I do.
But in the scenarios that you talk about, you always say how like I don't think it really necessarily had a positive effect. Probably had a negative effect. Had definitely had a negative effect on you.
Yeah, I felt like shit. I felt like shit yelling at him. I always feel like, come on, like I used to one of my biggest jokes with him is that hey, listen, you're getting.
I know more.
I always just tell him like you're gonna get grounded if you just.
And that's the thing. I do realize that sometimes, bro. I know I'm so hard on my daughters, but I know like when they grow up, they're gonna appreciate it. You know what I mean? And I'm not super hard to the point where like I hate my dad. You know what I mean? I'm on that fine balance. Like, don't try me, but you know, I'm gonna still let you be a kid.
Yeah. Bro, and you know what? The biggest goal in that, like I told Parker, I told him this. I said, so really, I just want you to become a better version of me. Like I don't need you to be a version of me, but I need you to be better than me. Like take everything that you love about me being a dad, apply it, and then the things that you don't like, change it in your own self. That's what I did with my dad, and that's really what we can all like really just hope for. It's just our kids just growing to just be a step above. At least a step above.
You might be kind of projecting a little
My daughter already got me beat.
Bro.
I know. I ain't.
I'm just saying, you know.
No, man.
You heard? My daughter already got me beat.
My son,
she's on track.
She already at 10 years old, bro. She's shitting on me.
Yeah, I'm expecting the same kind of. I mean, I feel what you're saying. I understand your thought process, but there's some things that I think we have to check because I know that my parents and their parents, they probably had good intentions with whatever they were doing. That also still left a mark that I felt that I may or may not feel like was positive or whatever. So that's just one way I try to be mindful of that. But I'm open to that at some point changing it. Also, I understand what you guys are saying as far as like there could be a standard that you even like. I know that's what you're saying as far as like there's a standard that you set for yourself, and sometimes people will fall below that in some ways. That's one way that I hope I don't. But if I do, then I mean that'll be something I'll have to reflect on, and maybe my opinion will change on it. But I don't like I don't really judge people. I still. You know, like I said, I do respect people's right to raise their kids more than anything. As far as like in this conversation, I respect that. So it's like I respect that those people are gonna have to deal with the consequences. That's not good for me, and maybe it is good for them, and they'll live with those consequences.
And then also just like one of the biggest takeaways is always with the kid, don't act like that you're above ever being criticized and being wrong. Like admit to your kid that like, hey, like I made a mistake here too. Because again, it shows that you're human. You're not this fucking fake person that your kid always has to try to live up to this expectation that isn't real. Like understand that, hey, I'm your dad, but I make mistakes. You know, I'm your mom, but I make mistakes. Like I'm not a perfect person. Like things happen. And again, you want them to try to be perfect, but we all know that it doesn't fucking happen. And all you're going to do is push and lead to anxiety and fucking issues that they're going to have to deal with later and smoke a lot of weed to hide.
And I think as a parent, and something, at least
to the bad part,
something that I admire about like, I don't know, when people are able to keep their composure and rise above. So it's like, even if something is like understandable, it's like, damn, I get how you did that. It's like,
and also, you know me, I'm a calm person.
Oh yeah.
So when I get to that level,
that's why right now it's like, damn, you're wild now.
When I get to that when I get to that level, that means you tried me. You tried me, bro. If I feel like you tried me, it's a problem. Yeah. People make mistakes, you know. Kids will be kids. When I feel like you blatantly said, "Nah, Dad,"
right? The disrespect.
How you feel? Yeah, nah, bro. Now we gotta talk.
Finish.
Jada Spades, what's going on?
Finish.
I'm sorry.
I don't remember what I was saying. It's all good. No, we talked about it. It's pretty much shit that we talked about, but no, definitely.
Thinking about jumping off the top rope and hitting my daughter real quick.
Fuck Diddy.
We talked about Diddy.
Fuck Diddy.
We talked about Diddy, and we got right into talking about
How did we get here? Thanks, AP.
Yeah, no, I've been actually working, and actually it's a little toasty in here. If y'all can't tell, something's going on with this AC over here, but
actually we're so straight. It might be the
Kevin's holding it down.
It might be the cognac.
Bro, our liquor's a little bit.
The liquor's not helping it. And but yeah, I appreciate you for tuning in. I'm gonna have to figure out the timing thing just so we can know more what to expect, because I have started a different job. So like, 6 o'clock isn't always going to be, there.
Shout out.
Shout out to me. Shout out to I.
Yay! Yay!
Yeah, going and getting the bag. The modest bag, but a bag nonetheless.
It's a bag.
So happy to see you guys. Yeah, Jade Spades, like I said, we're in here. I appreciate you for tuning in. We were talking about just beatings of kids. Is it ever okay? We had a little bit of a disagreement here. But I think that's but hey, I think no, but I don't think
not beating, but see, that's the
ultimately,
thing. But it has to be a distinction. It's not beating.
well, okay, yeah, I guess you're right. I'm
We're not
throwing some
talking about-
colorful language on it. Disciplining your
We're not going Diddy on him, all right?
corporal punishment towards your children.
Sometimes I am.
Oh, shout out to you, Chloe. Last year of senior year. That is awesome. Congratulations. Moving up, doing big things.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah. You got to let us know how you feel about
Is this high school, college? What is this?
Yeah, go ahead and let us know, Chloe. Is it high school or
I just want to know
college?
who I'm congratulating. I'm not.
Fair enough. I mean,
Jesus Christ.
now that you made me think about it, now it does sound weird. That
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Hey,
the way you paused,
I
I
was
was
thinking
like,
this
come on, man.
I didn't even consider. I thought
Where's
it was just
Deuce
completely-
at?
She
I thought
probably
it was
listening to Drake right now.
Man, yeah.
Sorry.
Damn. Shout out to Drake,
Come on,
though.
man. We're gonna do that.
Certified lover boy.
So
Certified
continue. So
But,
Diddy.
No, yeah, well, I want to know your guys' opinion actually. So people
go.
in the comment, Mikhail, if you're still here, I'd love to hear your opinion on it.
Mikhail, come play
Jaded,
football.
Chloe,
Come move back. Football.
Yeah. Oh, he wants to hear football.
No.
I want to be on a super team.
No, I told Mikhail.
He want to be on a super team and not do nothing but just jump in for a couple plays.
And that's all I need. Hey, we won the championship. Hey, look up the
Hey,
tough
I'm
highlights.
telling you, I
need you, Mikhail.
Listen,
You already know. You already know what this is.
He does the same thing in basketball, man. He just want to jump on a super team.
And that's all I need because he's raw.
He
And I
is
haven't
raw.
seen him for a few years. You know?
Oh, yeah.
You got to control. You
Lock
need to
in.
do more. I need you to play 20 plus minutes, bro. Stop playing.
Come on.
Boy, want to come in here and play 10 minutes.
Sorry.
Lock in.
I had to.
Nah, don't be a glory hound.
I had
Mikhail.
to do
Golly,
I had to get my recruiting pitch.
No, I love it. You got it in. It might be a little late though. I don't know if you're still here, but Mikhail, I'd love to hear your opinion. Jade Spades, Chloe, what was your opinion on just like I said? I don't want to say beating kids, so whooping your kids or whooping kids when they're growing up.
Just
Do
discipline.
you think that is
What form
effective?
of discipline works?
Do you think that's effective? Ever acceptable? Stuff like that. Ever fucking acceptable?
Jesus
Are there any
Christ, bro,
fucking
you know what?
circumstances?
All right, moral gangster. No, I'm just kidding. That's me too.
No, I don't mean anything by it. I don't mean anything by it. Anything
I
that I'm
always like to
saying,
take the moral.
anything I'm saying is just because the fucking I'm sipping on.
Hey, that Scotch boy.
Yeah,
I
we're
didn't take it
flowing.
personal.
No, we're flowing. We're definitely flowing. But yeah, great conversation. So I guess we should touch on before we get out of here. We'll still go for a little bit, but Pacers, Celtics. Pacers beat the Knicks, took a shit down their
What's that score?
throats.
You want me to check it out?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and check
Oh
it
yeah,
out.
yeah. Let's see.
It's
that score.
irrelevant to Knicks fans though, who shouldn't be talking shit because they're sitting at home right now. There's not even. a
Oh, I
team to
know who
watch.
that's for.
Yeah. Oh, that's actually for fucking all of them. Really.
You know what? Give me
Yeah.
the quarter and
I know
time.
who's especially
Give me
for.
quarter and time left. I want to guess the score.
I don't even acknowledge any of the losers fucking independently. Just the fucking fan base in general. They're probably still standing outside saying fuck Boston. They ain't even playing them. It's fucking sad.
Boston's up 86-75 with 4.5 minutes to go in the third.
That's still a game, y'all. That's actually still a game.
Hey, let's
So
go
yeah, we'll see the Pacers compete there.
Fuck
The Knicks,
Boston.
they got sent home, which honestly is a fucking Pacer tradition. I told them,
Cancun.
I told people I know that root for the Knicks. Like I said, I'm not saying anybody's name until they're willing to come on here and defend their fucking sorry ass team that's sitting at home. But at the end of the day, I told them coming into this that it is a tradition that the Pacers send y'all home looking miserable. And in this case, we actually did it in Madison Square Garden, which also is kind of part of the tradition. With Reggie Miller sitting there, that is fucking actually disgusting.
I seen a meme that had Patrick Ewing like, something about y'all thought it was easy about a light-skinned dude getting us out the playoffs because Reggie Miller, Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, repeating that again, and people showing up. And when the game that we needed one game in Madison Square Garden. The other games we lost, and some of them by a lot. Came through and just cooked their ass. Like honestly, and they had Jalen Brunson the whole time. So when they were bitching about being hurt, I feel you on that.
But they were down 20 when he got hurt. They were down 20 with one quarter to go. They were losing that game regardless.
I'm not
Let's be
talking
honest.
about the Jalen Brunson. I'm not.
Okay.
Julius Randle.
I don't want to hate, man.
OG,
I'm sorry, bro.
OG,
all I can do is hate right now. It's
You
gonna
know,
sound like
but
hate.
that's their coach
It's gonna sound like
not
hate, and
learning
it's
his
not hate.
Go
lesson.
ahead. I won't take. I'll take it as what it is.
All right,
Go ahead.
so if we just got to be honest,
Hate lies.
they might have won anyway. And the famous thing we'll never know, but injuries is the biggest story out of this series, in my opinion.
Okay, so
In my opinion,
Were injuries the biggest part of the Miami Heat Boston Celtics series? Because the Heat had like 3 starters out. No one talked about it. Okay. So
Yeah, but-
all I'm going to say,
yeah, but those are evenly matched teams. You guys were clearly the underdogs.
Now with our starters, with Jimmy Butler out there, we got Boston's number.
If the Knicks win,
I'm kidding. They're much better. They're much better.
I agree that injuries are definitely a part of the story, but I would have.
It's not the whole story, but it's a part of it. I'm just saying.
And the thing is, because the Knicks, it went 7 games. If they would have won, the story would have been the fucking foul call difference, which was fucking crazy.
The story would have been y'all lost and they had all them injuries.
But is part of this not on?
I'm just telling you what.
Part of this not on Tibbs though, because this is Tibbs' MO. Every year, his star players are what? Hurt.
It's always the usual suspects, bro.
So I mean, hey, I'm sorry that the coach sucks, and one has Rick Carlisle, who does a much better job of rotations.
Y'all gotta fire your coach. Y'all gotta restart.
Didn't Indiana start play like every player the other night? Like wasn't like every player like logged minutes? Like I think Rick Carlisle.
We had like 7 players in double digits. That's the thing.
Rick Carlisle.
We actually had
coach of the year.
We had
Who's coach of the year?
Rick Carlisle.
We had Benedict Mathurin out the game. And we still
one player. You do this every time, bro.
What?
One player.
Well, no, I'm not saying it's equal, but my point being is that nothing fell apart. We shot fucking 70% for 3 quarters.
Yeah, because it's only one player.
But it's still one of our best fucking shooters, one of our best offensive players. So it's like the fact that and I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying it's not a fair comparison. But to go out there and then basically, I mean, wave the white flag because your injuries when you still do have your star player.
They still play.
No, I'm talking about their fan base. Fucking making excuses for them. Fucking.
I mean, I'm not a New York Knicks fan. I'm just telling you, like I tell y'all, I could just watch the game. I don't care who wins or loses, bro. Injuries.
OG played. He played the last game.
Injuries did play their part.
Took.
Everyone
5 minutes.
Josh Hart played.
Listen, you're right.
Did he only play 5 minutes?
OG did.
Listen,
Josh Hart did play. So if you play, you play. I'm not gonna make it seem like
you're right.
Because you think that the Pacers have nobody playing through injuries? Like,
Nah, if you play, you play. I'm with that.
But we have to admit that injuries did play a part. Injuries played a part. I mean, we use it for the Dolphins. Okay, we got to say this for the Knicks, right?
I mean, not fucking. We just gonna. I'm about to double the fuck down.
We busted their ass in the
I'm about to double down.
Yes, exactly.
Down, bro.
You had the chance.
Giannis,
The Knicks had the chance.
Dame, y'all shouldn't even be here, bro.
Bro, to be honest with you,
not y'all.
I was more worried about that series than I was this series with Giannis out. With just Dame, I was like, damn, that's actually kind of scary.
Nah, they need Giannis. They need Giannis.
Obviously, they did. They got fucking booted out just like the Knicks.
But playoff basketball is a lot of confidence, and the Pacers have a lot of confidence right now. And if you're shooting and you're hot, and that's the thing, they're hot.
Look at the stats. Don't even fucking look at me like
that's big.
Look at the stats.
And there's no Porzingis right now, right? And Porzingis isn't back, right?
Nah, he's at least missing the first 2.
So I mean, that's tough, bro.
Again. They're fucking crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we're not going to
Jaylen Brown finish. Do you trust Jaylen Brown?
Can he dribble with his left hand?
Do you trust Miles Turner or Jaylen Brown?
Neither. But
I'd say Miles Turner over.
Nah, I would have to go JB over Miles.
What about Kawhi's ring?
What about that? Because of the injuries?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we all know if the niggas wasn't hurt, the boys would not have won.
It still counts, though. I don't care.
It still. I'm not taking.
Nobody takes away Golden State when they beat LeBron and nobody, okay, because of injuries.
Yeah.
No, they don't take that away because it's Braun.
Right, but
because it's Braun.
Consistency.
Kevin Love and Kyrie.
I agree with you.
I'm just
it's Braun, so they discredit.
It's
Braun, so they discredit.
Yeah, they
we can't even have that conversation.
The hardest discredit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but no, I agree with you. When you look back at it in 20 years, we're not going to be like, oh, these players were hurt. But I'm just saying we can have a real honest conversation right after the series.
Bro, they played like you said. Though Jalen Brunson played. I don't want to hear about
how many games do you think it's going to go? Because I know you're going to pick Boston. We know that. So how many games do you think go 6, 7?
I bet with my nigga that it's going to go 7. But I put a stipulation that only if Halliburton and Turner. Apparently, you can't put stipulations. He's a Celtics fan. Apparently, you can't put stipulations on bets.
You can't.
I just found that out. But fuck that. Don't accept the bet then. But anyway,
that's fair. That's right. You can always offer. Yeah, that's
but yeah, I got to go in 7, and then just depending on how it goes, I'll make my decision. But I at least got to go in 7. I definitely.
So you're not even picking a team.
I mean, if I had to pick, it's
but
the Celtics.
You know what? That's fair. That's as good as for you.
Against the Pacers fan, right?
No, I'm betting against the Celtics fan. I just said that it's going 7.
That's what I bet. Celtics fan, my bad.
He didn't even bet that the Pacers are going to win. He just said that it's not going to go 7.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah,
I think Pacers legitimately have a chance to win. We've seen Boston choke over and over and over and over and over and over.
Let them don't believe and let them get disproven again. just like Jay Huncho, fucking fraud.
But could you imagine?
He don't even want to come in and
Huncho
stand in the paint and defend them, man. His ass is like Hartenstein. What was that? Fucking 2 goddamn rebounds, 0 points. Fucking clown. Was he hurt? Tell me about how he was fucking hurt.
Put on that eat the beat behind
Bro,
that,
I'm about to fry this motherfucker. Don't get in the chat and start talking crazy. You won't even come on the pod. Like, you're fucking nuts. Yeah,
So,
he make me pull this shit out, bro. Fuck the Knicks, like,
Halliburton,
bro.
So Halliburton's 24. Right?
They're literally home. That's why I'm saying you can't talk like you won and you literally got your ass stomped in Game 7. You should just go away humbly and just shut the fuck up now. You had the time to talk. By the way, this motherfucker had the time to talk when the series was going, and I had to go dig his ass out of a hole every fucking night. Didn't even want to say shit. Superstitious motherfucker, bro. What the fuck? You look like goddamn fucking Ray Charles, bro. What the? No, Stevie Wonder, superstitious motherfucker. My bad, bro. What else? Bro, I'll give you look. You go at home as well, bro. After we sent you home, this is how you cope. This is how they cope. The thing is, because like only one team's gonna win the championship, so they're gonna be like, so he's gonna act like he's a Celtics fan, bro. You lost to my team literally directly.
Cheers.
Like you can't even act like you were on the other side of the bracket. Y'all had a chance to send them home, and you said that was gonna happen, and it didn't fucking happen, bro. You said fuck the Pacers, and then they sent you home. That's crazy. Talking fucking nuts, bro. Greyhound, bro. We don't ride that.
Yo, can we make a match?
We don't ride that. When you go to the Eastern Conference Finals, you don't ride the Greyhound. You're talking about from your own fucked up experience. Talking about cheers to Cancun, bro. You tell
anything else?
Hey, tell me how the water is there right now.
He's snapping on the comments.
He's not snapping. He's leaving comments.
Well,
he's not snapping. He's leaving comments, but they're bullshit. He said cheers to Cancun, but this is the thing.
Who's in Cancun? Not Indiana.
The Knicks, they can get that shit ready for us. You feel what I'm saying? For when it's really popping. Please stop, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. I can't stand.
Why you didn't tell me the part where you said preach, Kev? Why you leaving that out, dog?
I thought I said that. You see how I started. My bad. That's how you started.
Real.
Preach, Kev.
Hey, to be real, let Jalen Brunson know if he wants to win a championship, he can go down to the 305. It ain't happening in New York.
He should have switched this team a long ass time ago. Maybe when they drafted Patrick Ewing and they thought that was going to be something for 20 years. God damn, that franchise is terrible.
It just depends if he's going to re-up.
Well, so Halliburton's 24. Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, let's go ahead and pull that up and clarify.
If they beat Boston.
Oh, if they beat Boston, they're going crazy. That's what I'm saying. They're
Halliburton, but does Halliburton then leapfrog himself into that conversation for being the face of the NBA?
No.
Oh no, the face we already seen it, bro. He just beat Joker.
And I understand. I'll get to that. I'll get to that.
He's him,
but let me ask you a question. Again, I agree. We've had this guy. I agree.
He's him.
I agree. And again, I said what I say. I said that series, if Anthony Edwards can beat Joker, then this is the new face of the NBA, right? But don't you think that there are enough people, and again, the boring people in life, the people that ruin everything for everybody else, okay? The old whiteys, okay? Yeah. They have a big problem with antics.
Paul kicking the back end of his own ancestors.
Heavy today, bro.
Okay.
Heavy today.
Hey, listen, I'm just saying. They get very mad about him in the press conference joking around with Kat saying, fuck them years.
Fuck 9 years.
Yeah. They get very upset with him, doing the NWO, suck it. They get very upset with certain things. And Anthony Edwards. Wow, okay. So gotcha. Is there a reality or a possibility where he out antics himself, again, not what I want to use the word as, but what people are going to say, to where it opens a door for a Halliburton or who they've been trying to push, Jason Tatum. They've been trying to push, and again, I agree with Deuce.
People's choice, really.
I agree with Deuce that Tatum's boring as fuck.
My only problem, James, you're not gonna like when I say this. I don't think Halliburton's game supports face of the league.
I feel that. I get that. But
that's my only problem.
If he wins a championship,
I mean,
as the face of the team, then that changes. As the face of the team,
correct. That changes.
Right.
Correct.
At 24, his first championship as a point guard at 24, and again, he is marketable. He's a likable guy. Like I've seen him on things. Like he has a personality.
Yeah, so he kind of has a cat thing where he literally changed. Like, you ever seen the videos where these motherfuckers change their voice?
Yeah, Pat McAfee. He was on Pat McAfee doing it. Yeah,
like, I actually have a thing where
I can't hate on that because my voice changes like that sometimes. So I can't.
Never in my life.
Hey man.
Yeah, not even when my shit was cracking did it do that.
I love you too.
But no, yeah, I mean, I agree. I don't think that even if they won, that he would take over face of the
league. No, not take over. Say open a door.
I mean, yeah, maybe the conversation for sure. If they won, I mean, it would open the conversation. His play not supporting. I mean, I see what you're saying because people like just flashy scoring. So maybe for like a more casual fan, but it is like still like super electrifying how he plays.
You somebody casual?
No. I'm saying I think you're speaking to the casual though, right? That's what you're saying.
I'm like, hold up.
No, your argument is speaking to the casual.
Yeah.
Where
What people
say,
like to see. Yeah.
I mean, his game is
93, 94. Roy T, thanks for keeping us tapped in, brother. Come on, what the fuck?
I mean, come on, what's the score? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Shout out. Okay, my
No.
bad.
He's doing the right thing.
You're locked in.
Yeah, my bad. No. He's doing the right
Stay
thing.
locked in, Kev.
I'm locked in.
He could
Stay
never
locked
be the
in,
face
Kev.
of the league.
I'm
bro.
locked in to prove my point.
Jalen Brunson will never be the face of the league, bro. Can you hear me? He plays in New York and still will never be the
Could
face of the league.
5'11" be
Never
face?
even try-
I tried this in
Bro,
2K
don't
and they
even-
didn't let me.
Don't even try to
the
fucking
question?
compare it. He had a flashy summer.
Can
Bro. That's what happened.
5'11" be the face? Hey, listen, and I'm a 5'6". Hey, quarterback, baby.
And I understand Kev's point though for Tyrese Halliburton, where you say his game doesn't support it. And like I said, I don't think you're a casual, but I think when you're saying that, you are speaking to the casual fan who does maybe not even watch games and wants to see highlights.
Instagram
Anthony
fans.
Edwards kills that. I think he's way ahead than Tyrese Halliburton as far as that's concerned. I agree.
Yes.
I think over this
Kobe,
this playoff
yes.
specifically, from the very beginning, really you've seen like the marketing push or the mindfulness of him.
Yeah.
Maybe not mindfulness. Maybe it's just natural, but I'm assuming.
No, I think he's natural. I think that. Hey, I think that's just him.
Like when
Because him
what
in
was that
high school
movie?
was like this.
What was that movie?
With Adam Sandler.
Yes. Basically, I feel like he played himself.
Yeah.
In the movie.
Yeah, where he played the top player in the draft.
Yeah.
God, what was that movie called? I forget.
And
Not
where did he
Blended,
say, "Where
but-
you from?"
Yeah. Oh,
I ain't never heard of that.
bro.
And then the memes
Bro,
of him
he
and
was
Joker. Where you from?
dirty.
Serbia? Oh, I never heard of that.
Where he's-
Yeah, I did
But-
see that he was.
Bro, I'm a big Anthony Edwards fan. Again, I love that fact that a 22-year-old football player is being the best player in the league right now.
So, well, that is
So-
something that's super dope. Seeing all the young, you can really see the league kind of
Oh,
changing
change
over.
it, baby.
But so Jay Huncho, I don't want to leave you out in the cold over here with your bullshit that you're spewing.
Oh, what's that?
Who you taking, Halliburton or Brunson? Halliburton. It's like it's not like that's not a question. Like if I said Tyrese Halliburton, you think I look crazy? Get the fuck out of here.
Nigga, what?
take
Yeah,
Brunson.
you look crazy. I'm sorry.
Fuck
I'm
no.
sorry.
Bro,
I'm sorry, bro. Nah, you bugging.
You know what?
You bugging.
I'll
we
take
didn't have that conversation.
Halliburton's what, like 6'?
You bugging out, bro.
Like 6'5".
6'5"? He plays really good defense.
Unselfish
Brunson.
basketball. Completely unselfish
Again,
basketball.
I like that
Still
style of play.
scores.
I like that style of play.
Still scores.
I
By the way,
grabbed Bronny James first round.
when Jalen Brunson's hand was fucking breaking in half from a basketball game, fucking Tyrese Halliburton
Pussy.
still went ahead and
Take that
gave
back,
him
take that
fucking
back,
30,
take that back.
20, 30. Bro, he didn't have a shitty game.
Jay Honcho, I'm with you on that
He
one.
don't
bro.
even have to. That's the thing. He's such an impactful player. He doesn't even have
No.
to go out there and
No.
give you a 40-point game.
No.
It was, by the way, Jalen Brunson proved, which just like fucking everybody, you can't do that every night. Tyrese
Can't do
Halliburton
it.
can get you 1,000 different ways. Like,
Say
what the fuck are we
2K?
even talking about? Exactly.
But
Like,
listen,
what the fuck?
I
We're
will
talking about
say-
Rick Carlisle. We're talking about fucking team building.
I will
You're
say-
talking about fucking Tom Thibodeau. Motherfucker gets fired after 4 years everywhere he's at.
Boom.
Y'all just haven't got the memo yet. And
Sayonara.
y'all sit around with the fucking mediocre ass fucking
Listen,
team, like usual. New York Knicks.
I got nothing to
Bro,
do.
can
I
I
say
got nothing to
something?
do with
Bro,
Halliburton.
Can I
remember
say
when New
something?
York?
Not
Remember
being
when,
as nice as
Can I say something?
everybody in New York was leaving the Knicks just because they signed KD? That's how much the fucking loyalty is there. People in New York actually hate the team. You're in Florida rooting for them. They hate the fucking Knicks in New York. Fuck out of here. Yeah. go ahead.
I'm going to say something. Okay.
That boy speaking. That's what speaking with emotion, not facts.
No,
right
no.
No,
Actually, this is where I'm going to.
Kev,
now. I'm telling
look,
you.
defend it.
I'm
Hold on.
telling you.
Defend it.
Hold on.
All you said is you would take fucking
Jalen Brunson's the point guard, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, in my belief, I think that championship basketball, winning basketball, the basketball that wins, because Steph Curry is the anomaly of the such, that in order to win, you need point guard play that is smart basketball first, scoring second. And that's where I would agree that I think Halliburton, if I'm team building, I would take Halliburton over a Brunson.
What the fuck you got in that bottle over there? Bro?
I told you I got
Because
scotch. Scotch
the
is great.
basketball
Motherfuckers
if we
making
talking about
sense.
basketball IQ, Jalen Brunson.
I'm not knocking his IQ. I'm not knocking his IQ.
Tyrese Halliburton
It's play
is it?
style.
I'm not.
It's
I'm not
like-
saying
again, hold on, real quick.
Come on.
It's just like I said about James Harden. Okay, way back. Okay, D'Angelo Westbrook, way back. OKC. When your point guard is looking to score first, it's bad for your basketball team. Okay, unless you're Steph Curry, who you're going to go drop 35 every night, which Brunson can. I'm not saying Brunson can't. I'm saying for me personally, team building, championship basketball, I want a point guard that's going to make the right play first. I let my shooting guard and my center, I'll dominate the paint.
I'm sorry.
But-
A lot of people put up crazy numbers on sorry ass
right,
teams.
bats.
A lot of people did that.
Right.
Sorry.
But I'm not going to say the Knicks are sorry because I don't think they are. I don't think they are. I don't think they are. I don't think they are.
That's your
No.
excuse. So pick one. They were depleted because of injury. So were they depleted from an injury, but still not sorry?
I'm saying the team
But
overall.
but in that
No,
playoff
no,
series,
no,
they're
you're
missing
right there.
Mitchell Robinson. They're missing. What are we talking? What are we
Hold
talking
on,
about?
no.
Okay.
I'm not talking about the whole
We
season.
can't do
I'm
that. We
not
can't
talking
do
about the whole
that
season.
because Josh Hart and
I'm not talking about the whole season. I'm talking about that specific
I gotta
playoff.
read his
and-
comments because
and-
they're fucking flagrant. But-
DiVincenzo was balling.
Yes, he
So
was.
All right, so we got this. We'll start with the positive. So Jade Spade said, "Oh, Chloe had her last day of senior year." Yeah, that is also that's something.
once again,
awesome. Yeah, let's go
woo!
ahead and hit something for that.
Sit Politic.
And then we got
Congratulations.
Huncho. He said, "The bullshit. Take
Be
Brunson
responsible
or
tonight."
Halliburton." Jay Huncho then said, "Anybody who knows anything about basketball know why the Knicks didn't beat the Pacers. Stop meat riding the Pacers." By the way, and then the next thing is him correcting nose to the nose that's on your face, even though that's obviously not what he meant. So, I mean, that's fine. We should maybe not even worry about basketball for a year and just take a year in the books. Who the fuck knows?
Jesus Christ.
Because why the fuck would
He's
you put
also
an
Scotch
asterisk?
tonight,
No,
guys.
he's wilding out. He corrected himself, which is the wildest part. You know what I'm saying? Like, holy shit. And then he said, "Clown." I love it. Then he also said, "Paul talking like he Phil Jackson."
Hey, because I am.
And then he said, "Can you cut Paul's mic off?" Yeah, we're lit. No, hey, Jay,
that shit. Cut James shit
Jay,
off.
no, we love it. Yeah,
Hey, bro,
but
what
you're
you
on that
want right
bullshit.
now, bro? What are we talking
Bro,
about?
hey, he's got time. There's no basketball game for him to watch tonight.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, what's the score? What's the score?
Yeah,
What's the
'cause where
score?
the fuck you at, Roy?
He might fucking cry if
You
he
need
turn
more?
around and
You need more? What are you doing?
Sure, man, we'll do it without ice, like fucking
Fuck it,
James
man.
Bond.
I got a little bit of ice
Um,
here.
Oh, like shit. I mean, yeah, either way.
98, 95, by the way, with 9.5.
love every kill
Bro, make that shit fucking make that shit competitive. Like I said, I don't think they have to win for
I
the
don't know how much
season
you want,
to be just a little bit's fine. Perfect. Yeah, perfect. But yeah, I don't think that they have to win
Appreciate
in order to
I'm drunk enough to just.
Roy T tapped in. I appreciate you, brother. You
Can-
are keeping us in the real
Can I
world.
say something
95,
real quick
98
about good
Boston.
basketball?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's just like, again, I'm gonna bring it to what I usually do. I'm so sorry about this, but like a guy like
White people are fucking it up.
a Bronny, right? Where I think that he has a place in the league. Where I think
I
that
don't want to talk about Bronny. Bronny's
I'm-
not ready, bro.
Oh shit.
I'm just saying the good point guard play. There's a place in basketball for you just making the right decisions. Look at Derek Fisher for LA back with Kobe. We can give it to Kobe all we want because Kobe was great, and that's 100% correct.
I mean, you gotta have a lot of talent too.
But you have to have the point guard that's making the right decisions.
Okay,
or it doesn't
where are you
work.
going with this? Where are you going with this?
That I think that there are times where Jalen Brunson, as great as you are, that there are times where there's a better basketball play. Save your fucking energy. You don't have to drop 40 every night.
It's true.
Get your guys in rhythm. Get your guys in rhythm. Again,
I saw that motherfucker dribble the ball like to the ground until his body hit the ground.
Again, bro, LeBron
He doesn't have to
can't-
drop 40 every. Do y'all see this Knicks team? What are y'all talking about?
Hey,
okay,
I mean,
That's the fuck he does, bro.
But answer this question. But answer this question real
Come
quick.
on, man.
Real quick.
He got to drop 40, bro. He got to.
Real quick. Okay, LeBron. Okay, he could drop 40 every night, right? Not
Brunson's
now.
not like that.
Not now.
Brunson's not like that. Is the
No,
problem.
no, not now.
Oh,
But
yeah.
but throughout his career,
Y'all
right?
making- y'all
Right?
making me-
But hold on.
Y'all
But
make me
hold
act
on.
like a Knicks fan.
But
I'm not
no,
even a Knicks fan.
but
We
please,
saw his
but
handbrake.
please, just
saw his
entertain me.
Hands
Entertain
break,
me,
bro.
okay? Entertain me.
All right.
He can drop LeBron in his prime could drop 40 every night, right? Any night he wanted. Not every night, but any night he wanted. But he would continuously just play the right style of basketball and continuously get to the finals. Yes, he lost to not a super team, but the best team ever assembled, right? In Golden State. I think it's a super team, 100%. But
I'm not going.
I'm not going to do that argument right now. Yeah, okay. But I just think that there's the point of playing the position of saying, hey, listen, let me not have to take this drive and then take the contact when I have a wide open guy on the wing. I can drive, draw in to save the guy with 3-4 steps. He's a sharp shooter. Use it. DiVincenzo's a sharp shooter. We know that.
Yeah, bro couldn't even adjust his game. After
So
their hand broke.
again, I'm not saying that Brunson is great. Again,
I'm playing. I know
Brunson's
that's
great.
good, bro. Just
Brunson's
fucking
great.
around.
And again, I loved him since Villanova. That was,
Bro, they might beat the Pacers.
But-
I mean, they might beat the fucking Celtics tonight. Y'all are fucking
But
talking crazy.
I think that the
Jay, I hope you
disrespect
are
to
watching this. You sound
Halliburton.
like an idiot.
I
coming
think
on
we're
here talking shit right
disrespecting
now.
Halliburton a little bit. Halliburton before the All-Star break was a different player
Golly.
than after the All-Star break. But Halliburton really has proven himself to be a
be honest,
smart point guard who plays really good defense, who plays basketball the right
In my
way.
opinion,
And with Carlisle, it's perfect.
I agree with you that he's improved, but I mean, if you've been watching the Pacers, he's been 20 and 10 plus assists. Once he got to the Pacers, that's how he was playing. So it's like this isn't surprising for Pacers fans at all. Once he got over from and I was even, to be honest, like that wasn't a trade where I was like, oh, we definitely nailed that. I was like, we let Sabonis go, and I knew that was one of the pieces that we had to capitalize on if we were going to move. So I wasn't as sold on Tyrese Halliburton, but it didn't take me long to be able to look at the fuck. If you watch him play, you're like, okay, he makes shit hum in the offense.
He's nice, bro. I don't like. I just want I would just like to say I don't want to get this.
I wouldn't take him over. I wouldn't take Brunson over him though. That's the thing. That's where I'm at.
To each his own. I'm not mad at you, but I'm taking Brunson all day.
What's his name from Duke? With he paints his nails.
I don't know his name. I know you're talking about
McCain, right? Some McCain. Like I think that's a perfect guy that he's going to drop in the draft some, but he is the guy that plays point guard the right way. Where a team like a Miami, could benefit from a guy like that. I just think that the right style of basketball.
Shrink in that big game.
Jared McCain,
yeah,
he shrunk against NC State, bro.
Yeah, but growth happens. I don't care. I'm
not telling you gotta be great, but you straight shrunk, bro. Like I'm not. I don't know, bro. It's just to me when you go to Duke. Yeah, I need to see them big games, bro. Because we're at Duke.
You know what I mean? Derrick Rose got fucking a 3-shot right in his fucking eye from Mario Chalmers.
Oh shit!
Shit! Yeah, Kentucky,
final, right?
Yeah, Kentucky versus Kansas.
And the what?
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about right now, right?
The final.
Oh, because he got there.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but he's young. But he's young. He's 20 years old. So again, like there's growth. I'm just saying, playing basketball the right way, playing that position. I think that the point guard is the most important. Just like quarterback, you can sit there and go out and ball 14 weeks out of the year. Yeah. But if 5 weeks of the year, you're not able to go ahead and make every Superman play, and then you're not able to make the simple plays. That's a problem at that position. That was the Westbrook problem I always saw. That's just the problem with point guard versus shooting guard. A Steph is an anomaly because the motherfucker is automatic from 3-point range and can flip the court on its head just by half-court shots, right? So I get that. But Jalen Brunson, that's just in the conversation Halliburton to Brunson. I don't think it's crazy for an Indiana fan to sit there and say that they'll take Halliburton over Brunson 7 days a week. I think that's fair because, again, the style, especially with Carlisle's system, that's what you want. You don't want a point guard who's going to sit there and just take with 8 seconds into the shot clock, just taking the drive.
No, Carlisle had fucking Brunson.
I just don't.
Shit. Yeah.
I just don't like the way you're disrespecting his game, bro.
I'm not disrespecting his game. He's a baller, bro.
I feel like the way you say it is just like, he just doesn't do the right play. He just drives. It's just how it sounds.
I'm a big Brunson fan. Okay, again, I'm a big Brunson fan.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying
the playoff run was crazy. So
he's unbelievable. He's unbelievable. And I think that like we said, the NBA with Anthony Edwards, with Halliburton, with Brunson, because what's Brunson, 25? Was that Villanova run just a few years ago?
Yeah.
We have just in those three teams, we have just at the serious position, shooting guard and point guard,
but still,
we have such young talent that our league, the NBA, is going to be fun to watch for a while.
Which I think a couple years ago in the conversation was like, is Bron the face of the league? Is the league ready for the after LeBron era?
Baton,
I don't think that was the case 3 years ago or so.
Correct.
I do think that now there are enough players to where I could see a LeBron list, and also honestly, it doesn't hurt that his ass hasn't been late. I mean, I guess he was in the Western Conference Finals, but he hasn't been in the finals. He hasn't been the same kind of staple that he was previously. So
it's been great.
Yeah, I know. I think it's a good thing for them, and the transition is good. I don't know if it is a good thing. Like financially, it probably would have been great to have LeBron in those finals, to be honest, instead of fucking Joker. Like as far as like from a money standpoint, but I do think it sets the NBA up in a way where this is the first time we've had an NBA. It's like, okay, I don't know exactly who the next LeBron is. If I agree, it feels like Anthony Edwards. It feels like that's the guy ready to take the next step. Like
how's not Victor?
We're witnessing legendary moments. Yeah, Victor.
How's not Wemby?
Yeah.
Like you look at the rookie year he had and the numbers he posted. It's
a lot of projection though with him though, because we do still have to see it with Anthony Edwards. We're literally in the middle of what feels like his kind of like ascension to the next level of, for sure at this point he's on superstar level. It has passed Cat. Like when people think of the Timberwolves, there's no doubt it's Anthony Edwards' team.
Yeah.
At this point. And I think that he's putting himself in. I mean, if he goes to the finals, that's an even bigger. Taking Joker out was a huge statement. That comeback that they had, 15 points down in the fourth quarter, biggest comeback from a team in Game 7 of all time.
Right.
Like these kind of things matter when you're talking about building a narrative around the player, building a legacy. And that's why I think it'll surpass the I think it'll surpass what you were talking about, where it's like, are people going to be turned off by that?
No, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. I think NBA fans are going to be willing to kind of like, deal with the people. I think most NBA fans actually like that. Even when you're talking about like the guy on fucking Wall Street,
savagery, we love it.
He loves going to a fucking Madison Square Garden game, seeing the fucking Knicks get their fucking asses stomped out and handed to them on their home court, and just screaming his fucking screaming until he fucking can't even fucking think straight. Racial slurs at the fucking people on the court, like that they love that.
Yeah. Real quick, can I just say, like, I agree. I think that
fuck the Knicks.
It's mainly like people who don't really watch basketball or really care for competitive sports, really. But just see a clip about it. Yeah, they just see the clip and then they're but for some reason that voice gets heard more because every sports fan loves shit talk. That's why UFC is one of the most highest grossing and highest growing sports. It's because we love that type of shit.
And also, I think some of that plays to his advantage, where it's like it makes him a little polarizing, where there will be some people that watch it that are going to be like, this isn't good for the game or whatever. But that's the kind of polarizing nature of who is the face of the league. You might have that. Bro,
Myles Garrett hit someone with a helmet and nobody gave a fuck. Okay. We love savagery.
Definitely. I mean, I think there's definitely a lot of overlap with,
I know what you mean, though.
with sports and just that kind of like admiring that kind of like bravado, I guess. And in that kind of highly competitive, environment. So either way, we don't have any Knicks news to talk about aside from I hear Jalen Brunson's getting a great fucking base can. And that's good for him. He needs to heal up and get ready for next season. Probably a first round exit next year.
They need to make a move for sure, though.
They definitely need to make a move.
They need
to get some depth up in there. And who knows who wants to stay after seeing like
they have depth, because what you understand, DiVincenzo's supposed to be their depth. He's supposed to be.
He's a stud.
He's supposed to
not stud. The best. I mean,
how long is his contract? Because he's the next one to go pull a fucking. Oh my god, the fucking
Duncan Robinson contract.
Duncan Robinson, what the fuck?
But
Matthew Dellavedova.
But he's supposed to be somebody who comes in like if somebody gets hurt.
Man, yeah.
But not all these motherfuckers got hurt. That's the thing. No, I'm cool.
But yeah. No, I mean, I definitely feel you. I don't think that injuries aren't a part of the story at all. I just think that to discredit what Indiana did based off that, I don't agree with, because I think the Knicks in reality were still a formidable matchup. That is that. I mean, to be honest with you, that's me giving credit to Jalen Brunson in a way where I'm like, he could beat us in a game 7. It did come down to one game. At the end of the day, like it literally did. And going into that, it could have been a situation where he gave his team enough. So I was impressed by the run with Jalen Brunson and the Knicks. I wonder how much of that team actually comes back and we see grow. And from a Pacers fan, though, I was pleased with seeing them win. I expected them to win that. But at the same time, I mean, I wouldn't have loved them. See, that's the thing. I would have been hard on them. You're right. As far as like the story being they lost and the team was hurt. I would have been hard on them if they would have lost because of that. But it is still like, as far as like when you're looking at a team and you're seeing them mature, like I remember watching this with the Oklahoma City Thunder. It is kind of like a thing. They get to the first round, they lose the first year. Young team.
Yeah,
it's like the next year you go to the next round, and then you lose again, and then whatever, you learn more. You play a veteran team that was supposed to whatever, and then you make it to the finals. In our kind of maturation process, we skipped that semifinal.
You guys are ahead of schedule.
Yeah, we're ahead of schedule in that way. So then,
but that's what I was trying to tell you. Don't.
But it matters. This experience matters regardless of what anybody thinks.
Yes.
So it's like,
But fool's gold thinking like we skipped the semifinals, because I don't want to be the guy.
Don't be a Heat fan.
I don't want to be that.
Don't be like us.
I don't want to be that guy, bro. But it's just like, okay, so for instance, let's say we go into next year fully healthy, and you got to play Bucks again first round. Then would you say a first round exit? Now you regressed?
Oh, okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Fair.
Honestly, I probably would, because I would expect them to beat the Bucks. If the Bucks were fully healthy,
with Giannis,
I would have expected them to beat. Yeah, I would expect them to beat them. We beat them. We actually had the best in the fucking regular season series.
Well, let me ask you this: we
had a riot. This is what I'm saying, bro. And I get it if people don't watch Pacers games as much because it's Indiana, so they're not on TV.
I get it.
Just like Carlisle says, small market teams matter.
Bro, they busted the Bucks' ass when we played them. Like, yeah, I think.
But at the very beginning of the season,
it
was at the very beginning of the season, though, bro.
No, we played them like 4 fucking times, bro.
Yes, bro, but most of them games were very like you guys had 3 games.
I don't remember
before
what
the
it was.
All-Star
So
break.
I can't really. I don't want to like fraudulently.
Listen, y'all had 3 games before the All-Star break, but I'm just saying, regardless, in a 7-game series, it don't really make a difference. You know what I mean? Like Dallas lost to the Mavericks in the fucking
same team.
But I'm sorry, they lost to the Clippers. in the regular season and they beat them in the playoffs. So I don't want to say, oh, we beat them in the.
Yeah, but that's one example. I think it does matter. I mean, it doesn't mean that you win it automatically. I agree with that, but it does prove that's like, okay, you're capable of beating this team. Correct. Now we have an offense that's not, bro. It is actually
the offense is raw.
It's suited for the playoffs,
and really,
like, we can get in a half court offense. It's not a problem for how our team plays.
The ball don't stick. And really, there's no reason to think that the entire team, even if you get to the same, wouldn't just improve year over year because of the age and just natural maturation and growth. Players, like honestly, think about a team like Charlotte next year, who I think has a lottery pick. LaMelo's going to be back. Brandon Miller, honestly, is really good. Yeah. So I mean, that's another team who next year.
No direction is their problem.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's a team that if they draft right and they get a good player, and you have three guys who are really good and young, who is another team who, like Indiana, skips a step, and we're looking at them in the Eastern Conference Finals next year saying how.
I agree with that, but also the thing is, like, I feel like we underrate players' professiononalism, which we all know. We all work, so we all know how important that is.
Showing up to work the right way every day.
Being your best player, like that, isn't necessarily a great thing.
Yeah, you don't want to be. Yeah,
I love the talent, but it's like
you need an adult in the room.
That doesn't set the tone for the rest of the people on the team in the best way, because not everybody can fuck off the same way LaMelo does.
But Brandon Miller's opposite, and then LaMelo not being there, Brandon Miller having this year of maturation.
Yeah, we'll definitely see.
It could, but again, you're 100% correct. You need a veteran. You need that. You need that guy.
Well, and also to be clear, by the way, I mean, to bring it back to the comparison we were making, I wouldn't say that Jalen Brunson. I would compare him to fucking LaMelo Ball. I would compare him more to Tyrese Halliburton as far as like maturity, present, and so on and so forth. So I mean, if I was a Knicks fan, I would feel great about Jalen. And I've told Jay Huncho here, I've told him several times, like as far as like what I thought that signing was going to be, and I wasn't alone at all. I remember a lot of people being like, "Yo, they overpaid for Jalen Brunson. That's crazy." At the time,
still,
yeah. So okay, so you say still.
Now it's
still.
Got
you. Got you. But at the time, and I agree with that. At the time, I was definitely one of the person, but I think I was with the majority, where it's like, okay, they might have bugged out and paid a little overboard. But seeing what he's done, as a Knicks fan, I wouldn't blink for a second. I'm with y'all. I just think y'all did get your asses busted.
Which again, injuries did play a part. Like jokes aside, that is, yeah. But Julius Randle being there's a different series,
but not an excuse. And in most places, I'm honestly not, and I don't think we do. Like you mentioned LeBron, and you mentioned because it's LeBron. But when you have a star player, which at this point I think we can respect Jalen Brunson on that level, it's like, well, yeah, if it comes down to a game 7, I kind of expect you to pull it out in your home, in your stadium. Broken hand, I mean, I get it, but at the end of the day, I kind of like, once again, if you're great, I kind of expect for us to hear after you just won that game, like, yo, my hand was actually broken.
Like I said, bro.
I'm not giving you an excuse.
When we look at it in 10 years, nobody's going to be like, but if we can have nuance, like for instance, Giannis with his ring, are we going to talk about the fact that it went 7? There was no Kyrie. James Harden was playing at 25%. But we're not going to bring that up. We just won't say. We just won't say the Bucks.
I'm bringing it all up.
We're saying the Bucks won a championship though. But you know what I mean?
But I don't totally. I mean, I don't know. I guess I sort of agree with what you're saying. I see what you're saying, but it's like I think that when we're looking at it, part of the nuance is saying in the moment that durability actually matters.
It matters.
Availability matters. And how deep your team is, that matters.
Yeah, and to be honest, like just culture wise,
the buy-in actually. Yes. Something. Once again, when I'm saying Tyrese Halliburton, I mean, I know some people said it's bullshit, but he was limping. There is presumably an injury with Tyrese Halliburton.
You know what I said, right? If you're playing, you're playing.
No, which the thing is, I'm fair. That's fair.
So I'm just having a question. If you guys played the Knicks and you guys didn't have Siakam and they beat you, would it be fair to say that's a big reason why?
It'd be fair to say part of that, but I would expect us to overcome that. Yeah, I'd be like, oh, we fucked up not overcoming that.
So if they were fully healthy,
and we were just missing
they were missing one player.
If they were missing one player and we were missing just Siakam, yeah, I'd be like, no, we should have won that.
Well, again,
we fumbled that
fan base.
Just because I want to say this being my team, it's like I would expect Tyrese Halliburton as a star player, and we respect him as that in Indiana, and I think the league started to. Yeah, overcome Siakam being out. Yeah, I mean, like honestly, and if he did it, I would. And I think, by the way, I think the Pacers and the Knicks are on a very similar basis, where it's like, as a Knicks fan, after that loss, I would come away kind of the same as like I'm seeing like Jay, where it's like, okay, we did some shit. I could see positives from this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not hating on him with that. I think you look at Jalen Brunson for a second year now, and you're like, he's legit. We need to support him. That's for real. 100%. That's not fool's gold. We can buy into that 100% and just support him. Even as possibly a number 1 star. You know what I mean? Like, that was not something we were fucking
which that's kind of the thing is like, You can look at it two ways.
Up 5, a minute and 40 seconds left.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah,
As a culture and as a building, as a fan base, you can look at it one of two ways. You can be a Knicks fan, be like, oh, well, we had injuries and that's it. And okay, fine, go into the season with the same team, see if it works out. But I don't know if that roster actually necessarily gets you over the hump. Or you can look at it as a certain fan base down south who says, okay, yeah, we were maybe outmatched by Boston. And yeah, Jimmy Butler and fucking Terry Rozier were out. But Tyler Hero should have stepped up. Bam should have stepped up. Our guy should have stepped up. We didn't step up. We had the chance to win the series. We didn't want to step up, right? Or in every game, we fell short. And it's like you have two different ways to look at it. To his point, it was like, okay, yeah, the injuries happened, but it was okay. Then what? Next season, what's New York going to do? Are they going to go ahead and add to the roster?
Yeah.
Or are you going to go ahead and just run it back with the same team? Is Julius Randle going to give you everything that you think he's going to give you? He should give you.
Yeah.
Or do they move on from Julius Randle? I mean, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, some people think that New York may go for LeBron.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah,
Which
possibly a Bronny situation.
that would be. I don't know how he mixes with Tibbs.
We could talk about this all night because I want to make sure to move it so because we literally go back and forth all night on this. So the Mavs, we have the Mavs series. They just clinched that and won, and then the Timberwolves, we already kind of talked about it a little bit, beat the Nuggets. So that is another series on the other side of the bracket that is
Who
super
do you
exciting.
think wins?
So obviously, by the way, I was picking the Pacers. We should say that because thank you for reminding me. So Pacers, you're taking Celtics in the series overall.
Yeah,
if you have to.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah,
but 7, you feel confident with that, or is that just like in order to bet with your boy who's a Celtics fan, you had to take 7?
I'm confident enough. If I go to work and I work hard, so if I'm putting any of that money down, I'm semi-confident.
Okay, fair enough. So you got to kind of go in 7, but then at the end of the day, you see the Celtics pulling out. Who do you got?
And like I said, man, I don't want to disrespect Indiana because they're a great team and that has something to do with it. But to me, it's more about Boston, bro. I think I just don't trust them. I don't trust them.
Oh, if you're hesitant, but you're still picking them.
Yeah.
Right. So
I'm still picking them because there's so much more talent.
That's where I'm at. Is I think Boston wins a 7 just because they should.
Yeah, they have just so much more.
But again, there's a question mark behind the should because I know from watching them,
they be on that bullshit.
They
bro.
never follow through.
What's the narrative if they lose?
Got to blow it up, bro. Like I'm sorry, they have given it years with them too.
If they lose in this series, blow it up.
Because
they should not lose in this series.
Bro, you have to. You have to try to get someone. Trade Jaylen Brown for someone that's more of a dog next to Tatum. Because if they lose this series, that shows that Tatum is not the guy that's going to go out there and get it for you. Because there's no reason.
Tatum's actually in the ±12.
No, again, he's great. I have
nothing, team, not even close.
Yeah, I have nothing negative to say.
Yeah,
but it's just that
Jaylen Brown is -4, and this is only
about over now.
It's not over. It's 57 seconds left.
Like, I mean,
3-point game.
I'm sure there's packages that you can do to get Tatum.
But like what though? Because that's easy to say, but there's no real viable person that you're gonna get back what you're giving up. Because JB is a star, bro. Like you can't just give him up just to say, hey, you know what I mean?
Then how else are you blowing it up? You're blowing up spots 5 through 12 on the roster.
No, I mean I agree with you. You have to trade him. I just don't know what you're gonna get back. To be honest, I just don't know.
What about a Brandon Ingram?
Nah, he motherfucking not even gonna play, and if he does, he's trash.
That's fair.
You know, he made no impact, bro.
He's so talented.
Roy T said Jaylen Brown can't be trusted.
He can't.
No, yeah,
but again, I don't know if Tatum is necessarily the guy to win it. Again, I watched it where Jaylen Brown, yes, has fell short. But there's also those moments where you're like, all right, Tatum, this is where that LeBron moment, right? This is where you got to take over because that's when he remember that first playoff series where it was Boston, Miami, right? That's what it was. Where Tatum,
Jaylen Brown actually just hit the shit, so it made it a 1-point game.
Everyone thought Tatum was the next Bron, right? It was kind of like, look at the build, look at the style
especially
of play.
when he dunked on him.
Yeah, and you dunk, bro, and it's like we've seen that Tatum throughout. So it's like we'll see. Again, I trust Drew Holiday. Mm-hmm. That's why I kind of trust Boston more.
He's getting older though, and he's putting bless his heart 43 minutes. The whole goddamn game.
But man, I wouldn't be surprised if Indiana wins.
Yeah, Indiana they just scored another 2 points. But you have to
Miles
go Turner.
Unless you're an Indiana fan, you have to go Boston 7.
Yeah, I mean, and I
It's a
feel
safe
that
bet.
even that, like I said, I am saying it and I'm acknowledging it because I'm a Pacers fan. I think that, I think you guys all hit it on the head where it's like this is expected from Boston. We're talking about that maturing process through the playoffs that we were talking about for the Pacers. Boston had already been through all that. They've been to the conference finals.
Yep.
They've been to the finals. It's time,
if they lose, bro,
take that
it's
next step.
gonna be bad because now that Denver's out, there's no real reason they should not come away with it.
Jaylen Brown, Donovan Mitchell.
Wow. I don't believe it, I don't believe he's that guy either, though.
I might trust him more. He's too selfish with it sometimes. He wants the moment too much. And that's the thing.
I mean, the bottom line is until Jason Tatum really takes the mantle and says, I'm going to do this every night.
Every night. Throughout the playoffs, every night.
Okay,
7 games every night.
What about Jason Tatum or Anthony Edwards?
Wow.
I trust Anthony more. Just show up any night. I trust him more because again, we need Tatum. Tatum needs to have. Again, he has a great team, but he has to have that LeBron Cavs time where it's you're leading in points, rebounds, assists. You're doing it on your own, not on your own, but you're shouldering majority of it, which he is. But there's still he has to come over the hump.
Well,
to be the best in the league, to be that face, to be that guy.
So much pressure to JT, bro, because if you go to, let's say you go to the finals,
36 seconds, Jason Tatum missed a shot.
Let's say you go to the finals, and let's say you play Dallas. Let's just say you play Dallas. You've been to 5, 6 Eastern Conference Finals. This will be your second finals. Luka's younger than you. If he beats you, same thing with Minnesota.
Talking about the Pacers, though, Jaden Spades. Just talk about. Wish I knew more about those.
And if Pacers beat you, it's really inexcusable.
Do you think that if the Pacers beat the Celtics, you wouldn't give them a chance to beat the Mavs?
Oh no! Listen, I
know
think
the finals is wide open.
Finals is wide open no matter what the matchup is. It's wide open.
Okay,
it's gonna be wide.
I think this is the only series that for sure Boston should win.
Be a lock.
Like Dallas
because
and Minnesota,
I'll be honest,
who knows?
They do not match up well against Minnesota. Minnesota would dominate the paint. Horford and Porzingis, but I think that Minnesota might dominate the paint a little bit more in that series. So it's like I think the bats kind of, and then Luka might arguably be the best player. Again, I think the two best players in the game in the playoffs right now are Ant and Luka. I think those are two best players right now.
I think the Pacers versus Dallas is interesting. I really.
That's a great series. That's a great matchup.
Yeah, definitely. So hey, we'll see.
It's it's honestly it's exciting.
Yeah, it's gonna. And like I said, it kind of speaks to what we talked about earlier, where it's like the NBA is just in a crazy fucking great place.
Hey, but I'm happy for you, man, as a Pacers fan, and I'm with you. And I'm with you, bro, because check me out.
Pacers.
If I was a Pacers fan, I'm with you. I'm not trying to hear none of that injury shit. I don't give a fuck, bitch. We here.
Oh, and the fucking Knicks fans saying, but y'all are about to lose.
Yeah,
that's crazy. No, you can say it's corny. I know we both. Hey, I respect Jay too, but come on, man, stop that. Yeah, you can't say that. Like, oh, you guys are about, bro. We just like I said, it's not even like as if we just beat the Cavs and somebody else beat them. It's like, bro, we literally just played. We figured it out. You're home right now. But it's all
watching the podcast.
I'm not home.
I'm
not home, by the way. I'm in Boston right now.
117, 114.
10 feet. No, but by the way, the
10 seconds left.
117 to 114.
Game cast that. What are we doing?
Yeah, what am I doing?
It wouldn't let me pull it up. I was doing the game cast. It's down here. This little thing.
Oh no!
Turnover.
Indiana turned it over.
Indiana did turn it over.
Boston timeout. 8.5 seconds left to go.
We're reacting live. This is real heartbreaking.
Oh man, this is it.
This is definitely real.
This is in Boston. Hey, if Indiana could take game 1 in Boston, Indiana is one of the best home teams in the. I think they are the best.
We haven't lost at home.
Best home team. No, but I'm saying even I think regular season, you guys are like the best home team.
Yeah.
In the NBA. So.
Hey man, my folk out there, they like I said we wouldn't say it. They'll say it.
There he is, Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown's all on
This
him.
is the moment. And 1-3.
Bro,
so hold on. My question is this.
He's playing for his job right now.
Hold on. My question is this right
true.
now. It's going to timeout, right? Who does the ball go to?
Jason Tatum. And then honestly, you let him make a decision. You just at the end of the day, you let him live with that.
But I think to your point, it should go to Jaylen Brown.
Wow. I don't know who.
He's like, my point?
My point is,
I was hoping.
My point is,
I was hoping.
It's kind of the same as who knows.
Who knows?
That's my point.
But who's your shooting guard?
Yeah, but you have those options. That's actually
who's supposed to be your scorer.
I think they take him for granted.
Who knows?
Yeah. I think
I'm just glad it's not last year because right now Marcus Smart will be taking this shot.
Yeah.
Have a good laugh about that.
Yeah,
boys.
yeah.
Right or wrong.
You know
But
what?
I will say they turn.
Give it to Drew.
Derek White's balling right now. They will have somebody to step the fuck up in the playoffs.
Bro, Al
Go
Horford
crazy.
for 3. That could
Al
happen.
Horford,
Hey,
yeah, that's true.
that's a
Yeah, but I think like
what a
Derek
play
White only
call,
balls
coach.
versus the Heat.
What a play call, coach.
He's in
And
balling,
everyone's gonna focus on Jaylen Brown and Tatum, having both crash and no pick and roll, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
and then inbound it to White, have him dish it back out to Horford.
TJ McConnell enters the game.
You ready? You want to see this right here, man?
Let's go.
Live reaction.
Oh my God, Jaylen fucking Brown hit it. I just saw it on here
Why would you do that?
because I'm looking, bro. Jalen Brunson.
Can
Jalen Brunson hits
I
a
watch
three.
it?
Yeah,
I want to
go
watch
ahead,
it. I want to watch it.
Jalen, all this shit we're talking. Jalen Brown goes and hits a fucking
he
three,
hurt
sends this
us.
bitch into overtime. We might have to cut the podcast and watch the rest of this, y'all.
Hurt us.
Fuck.
What are we talking
What else do we
about?
have? Hey, Hot Boys are coming back.
Hot Boys. We talking about rap. Oh my, what a shot! Jaylen Brown shut us up. All right, well he got
Keep
another
him.
contract.
You actually gotta keep him.
I gotta keep him. All right, he hit the shot. That was
Yeah.
a shot.
NCAA
All right,
Bad
hold on.
Boys.
They even got Big Poppy out there going crazy.
Hey, nah, this is Halliburton's moment. Drive it to the rim.
Sure, they
No
got a couple
time
seconds.
left. There it is. What would
They got 5
LeBron do?
seconds. He might have fucked up leaving 5
Kick it
seconds.
Hey, 5 seconds is a
He
lot
might
of
kick
time.
it out though, and the motherfucker might hit it.
Hey, that is what LeBron would do. Kick it out to TJ.
Because it's the right basketball play, bro. He makes it
Hey,
every
kick it out to
time.
Miles Turner. Miles
Yeah.
Turner should drain that shot.
Yeah, I don't know. I think either way, though, as the Pacers, because of what you guys were saying, even if they lose, they leave this game saying like, that was
Hey, we in this.
yeah, we're in this. We can compete with these guys.
Ain't no more victories. They need to win this, bro. You have them up.
I don't
You
think
have
I
them
feel
right
you.
here.
I do
Take-
feel you
Fuck
on
you,
that.
what you said.
I do feel you on that, but it's like
I mean, the premise is nice.
but I don't agree with you. I think that you could definitely take things from losses.
Yeah.
And I think that in
I'd
this
take more from a
situation,
win. This is how I feel.
oh, of course. I think if they win here, then I mean they could leave with crazy confidence, but they still leave with some confidence.
Yeah.
Like honestly, if they take this to overtime or whatever, I can't imagine they fucking leave the Celtics with any time to score before.
So,
golly, this is
how
shit that pisses me
nervous
off.
are you right now? Scale of 1 to 10.
Not too nervous.
Whatever happens, don't tell me. I
Damn,
wanna
but it
see
did go to 0 seconds just like that. What the fuck? Oh my bad.
Let's
So
see what
still
happens.
tied up? Going overtime?
So now we know.
Yeah, overtime. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this up because we want to get to the game at this point. Fuck.
All right, gang. You
Hot
already
boys.
know.
What's up? Hot
Roy
boys.
T, Roy T, he said, yeah, we're with you, brother. He said Jalen made me eat my words tonight. Yeah, he went fucking crazy. with that.
Literally,
We
as
actually
I
got
was
to catch
dogging him.
that. Yeah, we got to catch the rest of this, man. It went to overtime. It's serious. It's getting late. It's hot in this motherfucker. But for me, you guys actually, at least you were comfortable.
I'm
Yeah,
straight.
I'm cool, man.
Bro, hey, I was
It's
going
a
to say,
little, it's a little
It's
tough.
because my heart's so cold. It just keeps me.
well, I will say one thing. I went over to a guy that
That was a
worked.
bar.
that
first
I
of all,
worked-
y'all
I
just
like
skipped
it,
No, you
over.
did. You dropped that. No, you dropped it.
I
You
said,
dropped
ooh. That
Yeah.
I literally, ooh.
that.
You kept talking like you didn't even hear me.
Well,
He did try to say
because
that.
I was thinking about somebody. I was thinking shout out to Mazzo, by the way. There's a guy I know, Mazzo.
Oh,
One guy-
Mazzo,
I
racetrack.
remember going over to his house. God damn, you just doxed him though. You made it
Sorry. Oh,
but
yo.
but no, yeah, I remember going over to his house. Bro kept the house at fucking 80, 82 degrees. I remember playing Madden with him, feeling like I was on the field at fucking goddamn.
bro, I can't stand that shit.
Oh my god, bro! Some people live different. That's
Bro,
why
my
I
mom
told you.
liked it like
I told you,
78.
told
I
you.
used to
I'm like,
sweat.
bro, maybe it won't be too hot for you. I know I'm sensitive. There's been a few times, like at the new job that we got, they kept that shit at like 74.
Listen,
I walked to that
listen,
bitch. I was like, bro, I know the heat's this shit's up too much.
Listen, man. I'm from a fully first generation Haitian household, bro.
No air conditioning.
A
Y'all
belt
didn't-
is not a weapon, and there's no such thing as air
yeah,
conditioning.
y'all didn't run that shit at all.
Crazy shit.
What that shit did, what that would
I
have
wouldn't
done
have
to your
made it.
electric bill, they would have never let that happen.
Bro,
No,
they had me on trading
hey,
spaces in his house. Like, this is bullshit. They're abusing.
Hey, I'm telling you, hey, there are some homes, bro. You walk
I've been
into it,
whistleblowing.
bro, and I
Remember
find
that
out,
show, bro? Wife swappers,
bro,
some
that shit
bro?
was crazy. I would have
Imagine
never.
swapping your bitch.
I couldn't. What, bro? I would have not.
Chappelle said he's.
Bro, you talking about Diddy, bro? What are you talking about, Diddy?
Sometimes.
What are you talking about?
Y'all don't even got to give me nothing back. Bro.
But not
Who we
like,
do a swap?
bro,
Yeah.
bro.
I'm proposing a trade.
Hey, I just want to say this though. If you live in Florida, you need to run your goddamn air
Tax
conditioning.
considerations.
Put it at 78 degrees
Tax
or lower.
sure.
Run your air conditioning because you were build mildew.
Oh shit. Okay, you dropped the fucking gym on him.
So yeah, not
what-
running air conditioning.
What else do we have to talk about?
Hot boys, what is that? Rap?
Oh no, I want to make sure to talk about the NCAA. NCAA football's coming out. We're obviously of a generation where that game was so monumental. It was coming out. It was a year after year game that I'm sure both y'all were locked in for. Fucking legendary moments from childhood. We're bringing that back. You know, I don't care how fucking sad it sounds.
Hey,
We're bringing that back. The fucking kids signed on. Fucking
Yeah.
clap it up for him. Sit in politics.
Politics. Respect, baby.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll rock with it. Look, hey, shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all for that. Thank you for fucking coming to some fucking reasonable agreement. And by the way, the players we had on the cover, you have Travis Hunter on the cover. That's fire.
Yeah, they kind of skipped Jalen Milroe, but that's all right.
Okay, haven't y'all had a fucking enough? It's over for you guys.
Roll Tide. It's not. It's not over. I'm willing to bet anything. National championship this season. Let's
Shout out to
roll it.
Jalen Milroe,
Fuck,
but
no.
he was not no cover worthy at $50.
All right, $50. All right, I get the field. Fuck. Okay.
Okay.
You don't want to lose 100?
No, that's fine.
Yeah, I get it. Everyone get it.
Bama makes the championship.
Okay.
All right,
Makes
I'm with
championship. All right, and then a double bet that they win.
Hold on. We are talking about real
National.
life and not the game.
100%.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you hit us with the text.
You hit us with a text.
I tell you. No, 100%. I'm just believing in Jalen Milroe and Kalen DeBoer, who took a team to the championship game that's not as good as Alabama, but
Yeah,
that's fine.
I'm gonna trust in the fact that he's at a new fucking
Fuck that.
university. Probably
Roll
a lot
Tide.
of players being like, "This motherfucker from Washington, fuck him." I bet.
Try us. 12 teams in playoff ran it. Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, well,
I think it's a good coach.
oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, the playoff definitely helps. Oh, that's active this year.
I believe so.
I believe
Yeah.
so too.
Yep,
Actually,
it is. So,
Yeah.
but I will say, 25. What was your favorite part? Like, I love doing my Alabama. I love the road to Heisman. But man, I fucking love taking a Bowling Green and just turning the program around.
I just like
Taking
recruiting.
Cincinnati
yeah,
and taking them to a natty. You know,
I liked it either way. I did a few. What you're talking about. I did some University of
You gotta
Florida
cheat a little bit.
rebuilds.
I like to do rebuilds if like it's a professional thing. College, I'm sticking to my squad, bro.
nah, bro, you gotta pick the
Yeah,
right
move
jerseys,
around.
like Louisville.
Nah,
like,
bro.
but
It's
yeah,
mostly-
them black jerseys were wrong.
I'm not gonna lie though. There would be sometimes you got to play with USC. At least for me.
All day, you heard?
Yeah.
Listen, man.
When
fuck
I'm
that.
when I'm
Bro,
done with
what?
that game, they about to make a part
Take it
3.
out.
They about to make a part 3 of 30
Bro.
for 30.
Listen. I really hope. Hey, NCAA
football
player Hey.
of all time.
Hey, listen.
I mean,
sports. It's in the game. Hey, listen, NCAA, I need you to really be realistic with the Hurricanes. Put about 15 people in the crowd. Okay, they don't get shit. Okay, listen, the Dolphin Stadium, they go ahead and shut half that shit down, and they still can't sell out against Clemson. Okay, let's go. Alabama gets more in a spring game
Hey,
than they do
if
3
we
weeks
keep
in a
it
row
real,
combined.
Just give my nigga Never Shapiro in the game, bro.
Hey, that's real.
I think
Hey, I can't wait to
gonna
use
be
our
nice.
players. Hey, I can't wait to use our players.
I think it's hilarious.
How about
Yeah.
Arch Manning's dickhead? I'm so sorry,
I feel
dickheaded ass
I
saying,
feel him.
"Bro, Phil, what? I need to focus on
for that.
football.
It's
You're
too
not
much, bro.
playing."
It's-
What's that even
not-
have to do with
exact-
anything?
Exactly.
People
bro.
are playing as me.
Yeah, right, bro. Get
Pussy.
put you in the game. I
I'm
want you
taking-
to. I was gonna have you transfer to Bama.
I'm taking him off my fucking draft board. I'm like, bro, does he know he's gonna be a Madden every year? This fucking idiot.
Right,
Like,
right, right. He was definitely going to Tampa in 2 years.
If I'm in the game, I can't help but play it. Archie, man, you better shut your ass up. Bitch, we're paying you fucking $9 million a year to play college football. Fuck all that.
Bro, as wild as I
that
used to
little
spend,
$600, bro. I'm with him, bro, because
Come on.
bro, what does
Does it always have to be about money?
Come on, it's the
God.
I want to hear
You're
it.
getting
Go ahead,
paid.
go ahead,
You
tell
are
us.
getting paid.
You know,
bro.
we're so sorry. It was very rude of us to cut you
you
off.
are getting paid.
No, it was a fucking genuine
know who is
reaction. I'm
fucking-
disgusted.
Do you know who his fucking people are? You talk about he is
Exactly.
getting
Bro,
paid.
yeah, he
Why
don't care
makes
about
it
money.
less? He can call his fucking family up and be like, yo, go ahead and drop me 10K in the fucking
That's what I'm
account.
saying. It's not about the money. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He don't need that little 600.
Why else do it?
Why else would he do it, bro? People is gonna be on there. Ewers is better than him, right? That's what they're saying. That's his name.
Why
Oh,
else do
so
it?
he's
Hold
gonna
on.
be butthurt about
Could I
the
ask-
overall
Could I answer your
change it
question?
like all
It's
of
just
us
not
do.
He's not.
We all change
He's
it.
not getting judged
Or
like.
play better. If they're gonna update rosters, I
Bro,
assume. Play
he's-
better and
he's
you'll
getting-
get
He's handcuffed.
Bro,
I
he's
feel
not
him.
getting the same treatment, same way Bronny not getting the same treatment. Let's just be
What are you talking about?
real.
What are we
How
talking
the
about?
fuck- What are you even talking about? He's not
What?
getting the same treatment, brother. I don't
Bro.
want to see what the
Okay,
how could you
bro,
even
The
they-
think-
Remy's talking. Oh,
It might be.
Maybe.
It might
No,
be.
it's okay.
Well, putting him in the game, I'm with him, bro. There's no reason for you to put me in the game as a fucking backup. My name is Arch Manning, bro. Next year, you can catch me in the game, bro.
Hey, that motherfucker's raw.
No,
but-
because of how you're viewed. Of course,
They
people
can
want to
both
play
be
with
90
you. You're not gonna be
overall. Why
you're
not?
just a
You can
backup.
still play with me. It's just gonna say a different name.
No, it's not because I'm gonna change it. Hey, listen. How
And also,
I
who knows, they
spent
might not
years
do
of my
that.
life doing that.
They might not do that because they're trying to be so like on point that they may try to completely avoid that because of course that's what everybody's thinking. So that sounds like a lawsuit in
Bro,
itself.
So it sounds like he's
Hey.
really winning.
Run it
Bitch,
back.
you can't play with me.
I'm not gonna lie. My first
Don't
days.
ever play with
But
me.
it's, yo, honestly,
Bro.
it's a smart move for.
It's
They
funny to be
probably
able
did,
to say that.
they probably did it together, bro. NCAA, the video game, probably did it together and said, "Yo,
Don't sign
Build
up
the hype for
shit.
26, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
don't
that's
sign
fair,
up for
that's
this
fair.
shit.
Hey, but are you guys buying? Because they
Update.
said it's a Madden combination. You
Oh,
can buy
we're
it.
letting this motherfucker off the hook, but that's fine.
Listen, you can bet for 150.
I wasn't
we'll
done
get
burying
back
him.
to the bundle,
I
okay?
wasn't done burying the millionaire that was like, man, it's just not for me. It's too much of a
But yeah, if
distraction.
they're bundling it together, I'm buying Madden in July, of course.
You better not buy it. You better not buy it.
Oh,
and try to make
Archie, you
yourself-
better not.
Yeah, bro, you better not play it for a fucking second. I need to see your play hours.
Yeah,
bitch.
bro, fuck
I'm not
that.
fucking with that.
That's
Why?
y'all be
What are
fucked
y'all?
up.
Okay, Messi, what exactly are you mad about though? What exactly is the problem?
Fucked up because
I
he
think
fucked
the
up
principle.
continuity
I
of
like
the
the
game.
principle. I think principle of it.
Bro, it was the fucking continuity of the game. We want it to be as realistic of a
Right.
simulation as
That's what
possible.
we're doing. Over
He
here.
is
He's
like,
one of the biggest names in football.
I guess he doesn't want to be.
Oh,
but
Shadir
it's like,
Sanders, why did you say yes? You should have said no.
foolish. And like I
No,
said,
I'm
if
just- I
it's not
get your
about
point.
money,
He's a backup,
the only
but
thing I
fuck
could
it.
imagine is it is about money, and you're like $600. Y'all are about to make a fucking B off of me and all these other players. So I see it more as like a. I mean, if I was going to give him any grace, a like stance.
Does he
that
say
he's
no to
saying, like,
Madden
no, that's
then?
not enough.
Because
You know what I'm saying? It's stupid as
the
fuck.
paycheck you
He's
get
a
from Madden
dumbass.
is like $25.
And the reason
So-
that they gave, he just sounds like a dumbass because you're right. His reason was like, oh, I'm just too focused on football. What the fuck does that mean?
It took nothing for your AI. Like,
what
it's
the
like-
fuck are we talking about?
but
But
like-
you gotta go get scanned one day.
But
Like, give me a fucking
but to
break.
be real with you, like I used to spend like the first 2 days like looking at Alabama's
Pacers down
entire
by one.
roster. Ooh, that's not good. The Alabama's entire roster going over and like I'll even change like it says like they're from Gadsden City, Alabama. Change that shit to the right thing, and then I'll look at the 40 time, be like, all right, well he ran a 4.4 or 4.5. They have a speed 89. That's not right. Let's bump that up to a 90. We get an update, and then I'll go to other schools
Yeah.
and then do the same. So I'm glad that it's all done for me now because I used to
Well,
spend fucking way
Well,
too
it still
long.
still could have those numbers fucked up on you, but I feel you.
Yeah, but I'm saying like even
was-
the names was.
So you used to go in and edit their speed and all.
I used to go edit everything. Their look, their height and weight. If they're a little wrong, like AJ McCarron.
Did you
they made
save
a little
them?
too heavy.
Like, because you can share them and
Well,
save
that
them?
was before this.
Yeah,
time.
I'm
okay.
trying to
That
figure
was
out who
before
those
this
people are. Right? Is that what you're trying?
Yeah,
to
those are the real heroes.
Well, for 100%.
Hey, the Madden. Hey, listen,
Bro,
whichever
I was
ones,
like
whichever ones.
season.
Yeah.
Bro,
They made fucking people who are in middle school right now.
my favorite person. I gotta try to remember what his name is because I have his thing.
I'm sure. Yeah.
But he fucking man, the 2024 roster for the NFL where he already did all the trades.
Yeah.
He did all the draft picks from 1 to 178 is where I got it. And I was like, thank God, because I'm Malik Washington. It's like, yeah, he went through a lot of work. That's a real hero.
Fucking
And I don't know
14-year-old.
if they get paid for it. Probably not.
No, that's a
Niggas getting
14-year-old.
No life. Niggas
God
got no
damn,
life.
bro. For
Well,
no-
but
for
honestly, I
nothing.
mean, but like you were saying, like there's times when I was like that age where I sat down and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna make every fictional
had no
football
life.
player of all time.
brother.
Yeah, but they're actually kind of using their time a little bit
Bro,
better than I
football
was. Even.
cards?
I was just doing it on my own, like a weirdo.
Bro, I used to sit in my
I was like,
room.
my quarterback's Willie Beeman.
I
I used to
Wow.
sit in my room.
Shout
I
out
used
Willie
to,
Beeman.
bro. I used to make Ace
Shout out.
Dragon because my family got weird. Because the white guys on Madden looked so weird, like early 2000 Maddens.
Yeah.
Their guys looked so weird. Black dudes looked cooler, right? So I used to just make my
Still that
guy
way.
black. I like
just like
10, 11, and then I remember my
Making
dad.
your guy black.
I remember my dad. It was like, bro, like you can't. So I used to make myself white with blonde cornrows.
Hey,
so-
that's real though. That's real.
So in order to
I'm not
make
gonna lie,
a black character,
my dad would come in sometimes. It was like it's like a weird fucking shared experience of like just residual, I think, prejudice. Where they're like, "Why is your character so tan?" It's like,
Yeah.
man, why are you fucking judging my fucking
Yeah,
thick
yeah,
ass
yeah,
hair?
we play in the
yeah.
sun, Dad.
I said that.
He's a little bit tanner than I am. Okay,
he's like, why? And I'm like, honestly, dude, he looked like JoJo of Casey and JoJo. So I was like, oh, that's so cool. And then he's like, yeah, I don't know, man. So then I started
dad
making
is
Ace
hilarious,
Dragon, who is my imaginary friend, Ace Dragon, as the black dude.
Okay.
So like, yeah, like Madden was a different time. Like that was some dope shit.
Did you have an imaginary black friend?
No, he wasn't.
Ace
black.
Dragon wasn't actually black. Okay.
No,
All right,
he,
cool,
no,
never
no. He was a
All right,
white
all right,
kid,
never
but he was my imaginary friend. And we played basketball, football, everything
mind.
together.
It was a kid though.
Besties for the resties.
He is my imaginary friend. Why would
Does
he
an
be a kid?
imaginary friend have to be a kid?
Why
that's
would he
you
be an
sound
adult?
crazy.
That's weird.
It could be a fucking creature. Or something.
Okay, yeah, but I'm saying no.
Yeah.
It was his name
Have
was
some
Ace.
imagination,
His
brother.
name was Ace. Is my imaginary friend. Okay, I got rid of him at like 12. Leave me alone.
Yeah,
That's what happened. Sex. I said, all right,
You
well,
locked that door.
can't have
Lock that
imaginary
door.
friends. He'll
So,
come back every now and then. But no,
So
What
let's
were we
see.
talking about?
Well,
Madden.
I want to see where this ends at this point. So people that have been rocking with us through this game, you might as well see our pre-action, and like I said, for me, it'd be a little bit of heartbreak if you don't pull this through. But I mean, I wasn't expecting us to be so competitive in this game. But at this point, when you have a team like this on the ropes, you got to complete this. If we fuck around and let them off the hook, that's going to be a bad sign for the series. So it looks like we might, though. They're up by 4 points, and there's 42 seconds left from what I'm seeing. And Roy T, you can go ahead and let us know if you're still watching,
bro.
Something more updated. That's what I'm seeing from ESPN.
Do you remember creating a school in NCAA?
I definitely did that, but I never was really happy about the options that they gave you. You know what I mean? Like the team options, logo options. I was just like, this kind of whack.
So see, that's where you had to go on. You had to go online. You had to download a picture of the logo. You had to go on to Paint.
Yeah, I remember that day.
You had to go on to Paint.
Part.
You had to upload it. You had to like adjust the colors, and then you can upload it to the game. It wasn't perfect, but it come out.
I still feel like there's always something kind of weird about like just knowing that's like, this isn't a real team.
I feel like. Yeah, but I loved it because like I had Punta Gorda Killers, and it was a white pit bull. It was one of those white dogs with the red eyes.
Holy
bro.
shit! You had a college team called the Punta Gorda Killers.
Of course, bro. They were a juggernaut,
Holy
red and white
shit.
with the colors.
All right.
Oh my god, bro, they were so. And then
now they be shooting out here. So
and
who's ahead of your time?
it was because the
don't
dog.
fuck with us for real.
Right. It was because the dog was a killing dog because it was a feisty dog. Again, I was a kid.
That's
and
like
then,
half baked.
and then Punta Gorda
Dog named
rhinos. The rhinos were all gray, silver, gray, yellow, and black.
I had a few decent ones. I did have a few decent ones
Some
where I'm like,
raw
okay, I
schools,
kind of
bro.
did my thing here. But for the most part, I do like the experience of like kind of taking over an existing university or in Madden, an existing team. I don't really make teams in there. You have the option to like relocate a team. I've done that a few times.
Yeah,
and I'm always kind of
The
get tired
suck.
of it. Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, fucking Albuquerque. Am I really?
And then they have 3 team name options with like shitty logo and colors. And like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So I mean, I will definitely be locked in. The Florida is actually a great team to play with in NCAA because they are competitive, but they do
Jerseys look good.
They could use some improvement. They could use some improvement, so it's fair. Where you do have that kind of like experience of like, you have to beat Alabama, you have to beat LSU.
Hey.
It's still challenging.
It's nice
And
for Road to
recruiting
the
is challenging.
Heisman to pick like a team like Florida.
Yeah, definitely. So I mean, there's a few. Like I said, I like to play with USC. Whenever I get that, I always end up doing something with USC, just because that was such an iconic program in our childhood, specifically. Fucking wild.
Shout out to Reggie Bush getting his Heisman back.
Hell yeah.
Exactly, fire. So yeah, definitely shout out to Reggie Bush for real.
Yay, Reggie.
I'll say that. So I mean, yeah, I think that I'll be all over. I also like the small schools. I do that too, but probably my favorite thing is playing with the Gators. You know what I mean? Like I like their recruiting angle as far as like where you have like the pipeline states. It's like I'm in Florida. That's fucking great.
I love that
that's
part of
awesome.
the recruiting, bro.
So and then also,
I miss all that shit, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
and
sorry.
also I just want to say the competition. That's the thing. With it being in the SEC, it's dope because it can actually still be challenging. Like,
Bro.
it's like it's rewarding to beat Alabama.
I really miss the whole strength of schedule.
Mm-hmm.
The whole like
They gotta bring that back. That's gotta be
bro, you can adjust the scheduling. You can adjust, bro. The recruiting hours, like what's crazy, and I've said this is like that road to like glory and the
Those
and,
were
like,
fire too.
bro.
Yeah.
The dynasty that they would do at that time. Even in like 20, when was the last one? Like 2015? No, even before that, I think. But like it.
I got it. It's on my PlayStation 3,
even
bro.
then
That's
was
how long
better
ago it
than
was.
anything. It was better than anything we get now in Madden as far as like
the role playing aspect and like
bro, you go to class, you have to take bro. I loved that. I absolutely loved the fact that you went to class, you had to like answer tests in Madden. You could accept a movie role and answer like and do lines.
I think those
bro,
kind of
like
stuff,
all that shit was dope.
I think that those are things that really people who are fans of these kind of games, even Madden, that's what they're really hungry for, because we have been playing the same game. Like we've all been playing this shit for like, it's not in the like my dad played Madden, for example. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but Madden was new for him. Like that happened in his lifetime.
Yeah,
there was no Madden, and then there was Madden in his lifetime.
So
like we're all kids. We're all kids. I was playing Madden at like 4 years old.
Bro,
as soon as I could remember, I was playing.
Bro, Madden 97 on Sega was my first game I ever played.
We're looking at this shit, and one, we're expecting more, and we also have had instances where they have delivered. I think it was the game with fucking the running back from Michigan. What the fuck was his name? Last name Hart. What the fuck was his name? I know y'all remember fucking I'll have to find it. But either way, I remember this year where it kind of was like what you're talking about. You have the fucking dorm room.
Yeah.
You see that kind of like progress. You have the opportunity to like you get recruited and all that kind of shit. Like those kind of like role playing aspects are actually super fucking important.
Yeah. You play some high school games. Like you go through your entire high school final high school season. You build up your recruiting profile. Then you sign with the team, and bro, like that shit was awesome. Going back to shit, like I remember Game Breaker 97, like that was College Game Breaker 97, PlayStation 1, bro. I remember you'd be able to break out if you got a kickoff return, you can run in circles a few times, and then you break down the sideline. But bro, you pull your hamstring in that game, and they like this shit was dope. And then it's like just see the progression, and then it just stopped, and like it stopped when I went to college, and then it was like I remember looking so forward as a high school kid to like, oh, one day I'm about to be in the game. Now my school wasn't in the game, but like it was just cool. Like now that it's back, and you have kids that now can grow up with that again, saying like, hey, one day I might be in this game.
Sure.
And you kind of
and like I said,
as a kid, as someone who my aspirations would play for Alabama.
I think some people don't like. I don't know about because I know you're more. I'm assuming something, and you correct me if I'm wrong. But when we've talked anyways, it seems like maybe more of a basketball fan. Right?
I mean, I love them both.
You play basketball though, and I don't know if you played football throughout your life. Okay, so I mean,
flag football.
But you're somebody that played NCAA, I assume.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's tons of friends that I had that even if they didn't play it, if I introduced them to it and like the analytical kind of like recruiting aspect, there's a lot to like there outside of even just football.
Especially
you're a football fan, but you know what I'm saying. As far as people who are like die hard, like I want to be in this game type shit, you don't even need that. You have people that are just like, yo, I like video games. I like football. There you go.
And to your point, people who like football, like the art, like the role playing games. Yeah.
And it's even better because those people may like want to experience that, but then they don't have the aspirations to actually like experience it in real life. They're like, hey, this is a cool thing. I want to play the fucking I don't know what it's called, but what we were talking about.
The road to glory or whatever.
Yeah. So I do hope they bring it with that.
But again, I want them to bring it and not like how they brought Madden where they took away. I want to go to class. Like I want to fucking I want to decide. I want to decide what's important in my life. I like all the intricacies of the game.
I get it. That's just not that important.
But to me, it was.
If it wasn't in there, I wouldn't really.
Then give me a choice to take it out. But give me that, like because they did away with it in Madden. Like I thought it was so cool how Madden, like I said, you can elect on a Wednesday, like, hey, I can go training, or hey, I have a movie role I can go do, and it's like that's pretty cool.
I feel you.
It doesn't do anything, but
I think the thing that would be more impactful for me is make my guy not suck off the rip. A lot of these sports games,
67 overall.
Makes you start at like your dog shit. It's like, bro, I want to be good in the
85
game.
Speed as a running back.
Yeah, so that's one thing that's a no. Don't do that. And then also make it where I have to compete for the job for my freshman year. That is something that's exciting, interesting, could like impact decisions not year to year, but like character to character.
Yeah, day-to-day decisions.
Don't they have the option though where you could say everyday starter or first day starter?
Who knows? We haven't seen the game.
They had it in Madden though, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But also I don't know how much that like competition is for real.
But
I think it's just about who has a higher rating.
No. Actually, I'll be honest, because I did this with a running back and I got drafted by the Patriots. And I was battling for starting spot, but like my speed.
How'd you prove that? How'd you end up earning the starting spot?
Like I had to fucking upgrade my overall.
So your overall,
and it's so tied into like your weekly practice, like a little mini game.
But that's not even really indicative. See, what I think would be interesting is if that player that you were competing against actually had some kind of like progress as well, to where you actually had to compete against that rather than it's just like, okay, this is the 82 overall. It's basically as if nothing's happening. If he had 10 interceptions, it wouldn't play into it. Only his 82 overall would. Like make it more interesting in that way where I feel like I have to earn it. And then also
we're not going to get shit like that until AI starts getting involved in video games.
But why is it not already? Because we've seen AI so much. So like because what it could do is you could have a popularity factor where you get fans where you get more money.
Won that, by the way.
With Boston.
I mean, right now, this is probably not it's probably over, to be honest, because this says 8 seconds left. It's 128 to 131, so I'm assuming it's
Boston?
probably over. Yeah, Boston.
No, that sucks. But,
yeah,
hey, good game. But because honestly, 2K NFL 2K had the mansion, and I thought that was one of the best games I ever played.
That kind of stuff is fun,
bro.
Like, able to add to a space.
Yeah, like you had the first D, like a first person play where you can play in first person mode. and then you also had the mansion where like you got money and you could buy.
You said this is 2K, right?
Yeah, This is NFL 2K like 2K5 or something with like Randy Moss on the cover.
And I agree, by the way, those innovations that you're talking about, the first person mode, that's something that we're completely missing.
Yeah, why are we not having that? And why are we not having the ability to add add like endorsement money or something to get extra perks in that game mode? Yeah. And whatever it is, like I mean, shit, dude, we had Def Jam Icon back then, or shit, NBA Ballers. You were able to play games, get money, and be able to buy a whip. Like we were able to buy clothes and shit.
No, and I think
how can we not do that in 2024 Madden and NCAA?
I agree with you. I think that's being underserviced, but also part of it is like the connection to the professional league, where they're trying to keep some kind of like squeaky clean image. So it's like you can't really get a true simulation experience. Like, how is it to be an NFL player? Because there's so much about what that entails that EA Sports is never going to touch. And also the NFL, by the way, doesn't want EA Sports to touch. Like EA Sports doesn't want you to be like, you're in a scandal because you beat your children. Okay. But like, real shit. Maybe not that, but it's like that's really what it is to be a pro athlete. I would actually like to see that, but they would never have the balls to make that. In Madden, and
when you do the My Legend or whatever, right? Like when you're the player, you get to make decisions throughout your week on like, do I team build or do this? Do I do that?
It's never go impregnate the fourth bitch this year.
But,
you know what I mean? And that's but that should be there. That should be there.
That should be there. Grand Theft Auto style. But what I would like is bring back, like, again, I'm a be redundant here, but like where you're doing scripts or doing something, you can improve it and say that improves your awareness for the week. Or you can choose to go to train that day and it will improve your agility and speed that week. But actually give you something to do in that process, because I like more to do.
Well, I think like games that really impact people, it's like Assassin's Creed's trying to give you the experience of being like a crazy badass assassin. Right. Like, so this game completely ignores a lot of what plays into that. And I'm not saying, you don't really have to like be like, oh, go impregnate a woman or go to the club or whatever. But kind of, I don't know, in a certain extent, I think that is kind of what we're looking for these simulation experiences. Like with Grand Theft Auto, the more immersive it is, the better. The more like weird random shit. That's always what we appreciate about it. When you can like text people or get on the internet. Those are the things that always have us in awe when we're looking at something and we're like, okay, they've actually created something unique and innovative here. With football games, we just haven't really gotten that. The closest to getting that, I think, is probably the NCAA. So the NCAA coming up with the Road to Glory kind of shit, where you can take that player and move them to Madden, and that kind of thing.
The Blitz the League did that. Where the Blitz League, but
then they made it to a comedic effect. But I feel you. I agree.
Where you were dating, you were able to date. You were doing shit outside of football, and making decisions, and they had impact.
But they would even be like, send a prostitute to the away team.
That shit was wild as fuck. Yeah,
wear them out for Sunday.
Okay, bro. I love that game. That game was raw.
Like, wow, that's super
ahead
weird.
Of its time for real. Ahead of its time.
I always felt weird saying yes to that, because I'm like, damn, I'm sending them my bitches though. Right. Whatever. Yes.
No, it's great. But again, like, I am looking forward to what it is. But I feel like
Jay Huncho, a fucking
Sports.
Coward as always.
It's in the game.
He hops in here at the end. Pacers 0-1. Fucking coward.
Oh my god. There we go.
Classic
but EA
coward.
Sports has dropped the ball.
Hey, and the Knicks, they're gonna stay 0-0 for the rest of this fucking. It's not even a series, brother. It's not even a series. All right. Well, Paul, you're good. We're actually we're gonna say goodbye to everybody. So go check out Paul B. Balcom. Actually, Balcom Paul.
Yep.
On Twitter. Go check him out. Getting into a ton of arguments this week. You actually didn't fill me in totally, but you did say that you had some crazy ass argument with Deuce Andretti, who also go follow. But a lot of good Twitter conversations. Go follow Balcom Paul 100%. And Kev, as always, you got to go find him. You know what I mean? Find him. He's out here.
I'm out here lurking in the shadows.
Yeah, he's out here in the tall grass, just hiding. And then also Sit and Politic. So Sit and Politic everywhere. That's on all platforms. You want to listen to us on Spotify, iTunes. We're there. And then also on YouTube. Share this, because we've had to get it however we can get it with YouTube, because they have went ahead and like kind of blackballed your boy a little bit.
We love you. Stop it.
I got to give it my rep. If you're watching this, what the fuck is going on? But I did actually recently apply for that like partnership program and got accepted. So now I have a rep, so I need to reach out to them, but still share this on YouTube. That's where we put most of the work in and have a ton of videos and backlogs. So anybody that likes sports content, likes hip hop content, all of it. We get into all of it here. And then also, like I said, Twitter, Sit and Politic. It's Sit and Politic everywhere, baby. So go find us. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Even Jay Huncho, even the haters, we appreciate. Roy T, make sure you subscribe, brother, if you haven't already. We will make sure you're
what
locked
up, boy?
in. Yeah, he definitely came through and supported us when it came to the Pacers game. He only really gave us good news. Once it looked bad, he kind of was like, I'm not going to say anything.
We're not going to talk about them Wizards, my boy.
Mikhail, come play football.
Damn.
We're not going to talk about them Wizards. Mikhail, come out and play 20-plus minutes, bro.
Shout out to you.
Stop playing.
Sounds like you need to put some minutes in on the court.
That boy want to come out, play 5 minutes, pass the ball, and then go back on the bench. No, boy, we need to score at least 20. Stop playing.
Don't be the Knicks. Jay the Spade, shout out to you. I appreciate you tuning in. Chloe, I appreciate you, and congratulations on the last year of senior year. And yeah, we're out. It's Sit and Politic. Pacers going crazy. Kev, and we got Balcom Paul.
Hi.